Coming to you from the biggest little city, the guys, Zach, Trevor, and Chuck, lock in to bring you your weekly fix of beer reviews, killer sports takes, sidebars, and all the fandom you can handle. Welcome to Balls&Brews.
Cheers, boys.
Cheers.
Cheers, everybody.
Here we go.
All right. Oh, my God. Oh, fuck, dude. That's like drinking a black cup of coffee.
Delicious.
Oh, fuck.
It is very coffee.
That is coffee.
The touch of vanilla is just a touch.
Oh, my God. Venti is large.
Oh, my.
Careful, this beverage
If you like coffee.
you're about to enjoy is award-winning. Yeah, you have to like coffee. I'm going to choke this down for the sake of the pod. I think I've said this about coffee before. It's not that I don't understand the flavor profile or why people like it. Mm-hmm. I just don't. Right?
Sure.
It's not one of those things where I'm like, it's fucking disgusting and I can't believe anybody likes it. Like, I understand why people like this. It's just not me.
Excuse me.
It is coffee.
It's a black cup coffee.
You know,
I don't taste a stout in there. I just taste coffee.
Not everybody likes dark beers or
I
whatever.
will
IPAs.
knock you out live on this podcast. You call me out on my fucking beer profile.
I'm just saying, it's not for everybody, but if you're a coffee drinker, this is more coffee than beer.
So Hop Dogma, let's go ahead and let's do this proper.
Yep.
7.2 out of Half Moon Bay, California. And shout out to Big J. We love you, bro. Always looking out. Brought it back from his vacay. So we've had some donations on the last handful of pods, dude. That's always good stuff. Yeah, keep shit coming our way, everybody. We tag them on the internet, they see it.
Yeah, we haven't had it yet. We will try it.
Absolutely, even if we've had it.
U.S. Open Beer Championship 2019 gold medal.
Damn.
Great American Beer Festival in 2020 bronze medal. Great American Beer Festival in 2021 silver medal.
So award winning.
I would say though, this to me though would have to be in the other category. You're not putting this in stout. Like this is too coffee.
Yeah, it's not they didn't get those medals for being a stout.
That's what I'm saying. So my guess is they probably only went up against a handful of other.
Well, it's probably a coffee stout.
Genre, maybe.
Because remember we had the golden...
Some sort of classification.
Yeah, because that's how that... Remember the one
stout.
The Coronado, we had one, and it was like because it was labeled as an American blonde or something, or...
The Salty Crew?
Yeah, I remember it got third at one of those. But
that's a good fucking beer.
Yeah. Real good.
Okay, so shout out Hop Dogma. The can is very cool. I dig it. It's funny. Like, Venti is large, which, if you know the reference, is hilarious. Comment down below.
It's a movie. Get with it.
Get with it,
If you haven't seen it, I don't know. It's a pretty good movie. I don't know who...
I think it's hilarious. That movie is fucking funny. It's been a while. Everything you got.
Anybody drink or eat anything new?
Man, let's see. Well, on Tuesday, I want to shout out. I went to a show at Cargo. I went and saw Cattle Decapitation, and that was fucking awesome. No Cure, the straight edge band, right? Absolutely slayed. I know I'm not talking about food or beer, but I took. Oh yeah, I guess technically not. I had some shots of vodka. Does that count? Little pregame.
What kind of vodka?
Oh, the Stoli that's been left over from adult camp for a fucking year. That's how I know I've gotten much better at my alcohol consumption, is that a bottle can sit on my counter for
a year?
A long time. Yeah.
Vodka shots.
Hey, man, shout out to you getting one down when I didn't have whiskey for you. I'm sorry. Whiskey for my horses.
A lot of Modelo recently.
There you go.
Yeah.
That Negro we had at the draft was our draft party, we didn't cover that, and there is some let's see. What did I split with?
We had a red.
Well, yes, the Irish Goodbye that we've had on pod. That so that Zach could try, which was phenomenal.
Yeah, very good.
It was a seltzer, the Ranch Hand seltzer, which is so funny. The only ones I got left over were the other spicy ones. Which, you know what, people, please don't put. Who likes that? I've never met somebody who's like, I want a spicy seltzer.
Me neither.
You know what I mean? And it's like you put them in those variety packs because ain't nobody buying that shit just for a 6 or a 12. Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, but okay, Ranch Hand itself was good. But no, I've been trying to stay to my pod beers. I want to try to like this. I'm gonna try. I'm just gonna chug it.
A lot of tequila lately too.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. So you got a miles around the corner, so you just practice it.
Yeah, I guess so. We did that at the during the draft.
We sure did. We had some really good extra añejo from Kirkland, which
Costco brand.
Yeah, aged 3 years in cognac barrels, and even the Don Fulano that I have, the Blanco, was super good. I know it's not Zach's cup of tea, but we were enjoying that.
Yeah, had some tequila yesterday too. Some Cazadores, and some other ones too. I shouldn't have taken a picture because I went to a friend's birthday and he just had bottles of tequila. So
that was his jam.
His tequila, his thing. We had
I get
whiskey
it
for some of us, but tequila for most.
I understand.
That's a lot of tequila.
Yeah, it was.
Well, I made some tacos for the draft. We had some
beans. We had
some
chips
guacamole. Made some really good. Oh, dude. Yeah. Enough of Angelique's salsa. So funny. I got to bring some to my coworkers. That's how much was left here. And I was just like, I could be selfish because I could eat it. But I was just like, this is an opportunity to give other people some.
Did you try the hot shit?
No, I've tried the green. I didn't try the red one yet. I have a red one that I know will be unearthed at some point, but I made killer nachos with the leftover tri-tip that I had. I chopped that up and then put the fucking salsa. Yeah, it came out. They were really good. I haven't eaten a lot of nachos.
Nachos are great.
They are. If you don't mind soggy chips.
I mean, air fryer or throw them in the oven, something.
Well, no, eventually, unless you hammer down your nachos, there will be a part of the plate that,
Sure. Just part of it. I mean, you could
just
throw
part
them
of it,
back
Zach.
in to cook them up again.
Part of it, Zach.
Cook them up again.
Cook them up again.
Double crispy.
Double crisp. For the win.
Draft day was fun. That was a good night. Crazy draft.
Oh my Lord, we'll get into that. Yeah, no, the first handful of picks were outside of number. It's exactly what we thought, right? Where like we knew 1.1 happened, and then it was madness after that, as far as I'm concerned.
Yep. But let's start with the NBA first. Boys.
Yeah, let's do that. I agree.
We're in playoff basketball. Things have been getting like crazy. The Timberwolves Nuggets series is fire. They be fighting all the time. Nuggets are...
McDaniels, man, I know it's an unwritten rule. You're up by fucking 12. You don't need to lay that ball in. You dribble the clock out. I don't think Jokic should have ran over and fucking grabbed him by the scuff, but cool.
That was cool.
I get both sides of it. I do, but I think that it's like, come on, brother. Like, you don't...
Nuggets up 3-1.
It was a lot of extra on both ends. I mean, we're about 3-4 games in on every series in the first round now.
3-1 Nuggets, and Joker looks like Rudy Gobert's kind of gotten the best of him through the series so far, man.
Timberwolves got the win. They're up 3-1. That is a series I can see flipping, though. I know, like, they just need one more.
DiVincenzo done with Achilles.
Oh, non-contact. That replay is so hard to watch, dude. He just steps wrong coming back off of a shot and just falls to the floor. It's so sad. Like, a guy that well-conditioned who has put his fucking, days and work out there, his blood, sweat, and tears, for that to pop his Achilles is just...
And Ant's out too now for 3 to 4 with that bruised knee.
Ooh,
that extension. Did you see that too?
Yes,
like it hurt.
It did. It absolutely did. So real quick, I'm gonna cut us off, and I'm going to be the man of the group, and I'm gonna say that I have a debt to be paid today. So I don't want you. I don't want you to miss out on your opportunity here, and I don't want it to not count. So here comes a hat bet payoff, and of course, as it is draft week,
and Zach
is in full fledged. Yeah, he's not burning no gear. He's not burning no gear. All right, here we go.
From the ashes.
The Phoenix rises. The Phoenix rises.
No, this is for NBA regular season.
Yeah. Yeah, predicting play. Yeah, actually, you know what? I hate to say this. It's a very comfortable hat.
Oh, it's a great hat.
It's a very comfortable hat.
I got it inside the GSR years
Okay,
and
I
years
remember.
ago.
Yeah, the store that's
ago,
was on the other side of FunQuest, like on that hallway right there. Yeah,
I got some elite hats there.
Nice.
At points in time.
Well, they were one of those places that had good material. They were just way overpriced. You're gonna pay fucking $20-$30 surplus because it's in a casino. Check it out, bro.
So the other West Series right now, from yesterday. Do you have anything else to add to Nuggets, T-Wolves?
No, I just like I was saying with those injuries,
we only got to close out one game though.
They only need one, so it can happen. I think it's gonna flip now because of that.
Thunder Suns, Thunder up by 3-0, and they have just been beating the piss out of them the whole time.
There's
not really much to talk about.
Bring out the brooms.
I'm quite enjoying that, to be fair. As
Dylan
much
You're
as
enjoying the Thunder
because I
just
cannot stand Dylan Brooks, and hearing his
He should
post-game
be-
interviews.
he should
Didn't
be-
hit that
yeah.
ball stolen from
He's
him
such
too,
a puss,
and
dude.
dunked on too.
He's such a puss. Like, he is like Draymond Green worse.
Yeah.
He is like Draymond Green times 3.5. It's fucking horrendous, dude. That guy is, watching him get thumped, that's the only reason. It does not matter. I think the Thunder were going to thump whoever the 8 seed was anyway, so it's great that it's him.
That's one way to look at it. Positive spin.
Yeah.
East side on Saturday, the Magic, which I should have went back and raced.
You
are up
really gave it a thought. I will give you credit there.
Magic up 2-1 in the series, and they look like the offensive Magic that we thought that the Magic were going to be all year. Honestly,
Yeah.
like this is the
And
team.
it was
Then
just
good.
inconsistency that we didn't buy in.
If this is when you're going to turn it on,
Right.
baby, let's go. The regular season does not matter anymore. The only thing that it affects is you will not have home court advantage in any of your series.
Bane shooting lights out.
That's what it affects.
Pablo been playing hella good. Like this.
Yeah.
But you're here. Let's go. Don't look in the rearview mirror. The windshield is forward.
And
And that's how
Pistons-
they appear to be looking at
And the
it, too.
Pistons' offense is not a
exactly
very
what we
explosive
thought was
offense,
going to
yeah.
be the problem was that there's Cade and then who, right? And then they don't
Defensively,
have.
They're good, but they've been.
Oh, yeah. And I think that's why none of us had them going far, but I think most of us picked them in this round just because of being there last year, being able to, like.
I have them in the Eastern Conference Finals. I mean,
Okay, you have them further than me and Zach.
No, I
No.
did too because I
You
couldn't
too?
take Cleveland.
Oh, damn.
yeah,
Okay.
you did. You took Cleveland to be different. And
All right,
it
let's
might
go
be.
Magic.
It might be. Yeah.
Knicks Hawks the other one. Knicks finally tied up 2-2 in a really big performance that they needed because the Hawks look like they've been out athleticing them. If athleticing them is a word,
I don't think
more
so,
more
man.
athleticism,
but
maybe.
the kid that comes over from Kaminga comes over. Jalen Johnson, CJ McCollum's playing like a younger CJ McCollum. Like they look way more athletic than the Knicks do, and then finally the Knicks look somewhat. Didn't Carl Anthony have a triple double or something?
They went back into team building. They tried the selfish ball with Trae Young and everything, and like he got them to an Eastern Conference final one year, but like they just realized
team now.
team is the word, right? They're playing more within themselves, and sometimes you need guys that are best in the program, not the best guys. I know that sounds crazy, but especially in a game like basketball where go ahead.
I just say on the other end too. I think the Knicks are like they didn't get any better. They from last year. It's kind of stayed the same.
Well, yeah, and I don't think fucking Mike Brown is like
That's part of it.
Yeah, exactly. They haven't done a good job at head coach. Like Thibodeau, the knock on Thibs is that he runs his starters into the ground, and that it goes without question. That is a 100% a statement. He does that,
he does
and
it.
bar none. Yes, exactly.
It's
But
happened everywhere he's gone.
Right.
That's why the younger Rockets team, like, he didn't get very far with them because they were like, we're not like doing this.
they didn't buy into it.
They didn't buy into
Right.
it. Look what he did with the Bulls. Look what he did.
Yeah, no,
with those,
absolutely.
You know, and then this Knicks team, it's been the same. It's the same thing. So, but then they didn't get upgrade. Mike Brown's not an upgrade.
Oh, I would honestly say it was a sidestep or a backstep. Like, he just is kind of one of those guys. He lucked out and got that chip with Braun, like, back in Cleveland.
Remember, he was a Lakers coach for a little bit. He was awful.
Well, yeah, they ran him out of town there. LeBron was like, I'm over you now, basically, right? So,
Yeah.
I don't know. That series is... I think the Knicks are still going to win it, but Atlanta, man, shout out, is playing hard.
Yeah, gotta
playing
give
real
Atlanta
hard.
hell a
Playing
shout
real
out.
hard.
Today's games. Let's start with the game we'll start with the West since we were in the West last time. Lakers Rockets. Yeah, that's convoluted. Lakers Rockets. Lakers up 3-0.
The only guy taking his team is the one that's looking smart right now.
Dominate.
Rockets look like
Dog boo-boo.
Not
Yep.
playing as a team.
No.
There's no cohesiveness on that team.
Well, and Segund has really not upheld his end of the bargain at all.
And
He's supposed to be what could have been the Batman now that, KD's going to miss another game. Like,
And all the pieces I liked that we signed, the Marcus Smarts,
yeah.
the Luke Kennards, the pieces that are going to be here next
they're
year.
standing up. They're
are
doing what they need to do. Yeah.
Ayton finally is actually understanding that, hey, I'm not going to be the focal piece. I need to do my part. And in the playoffs, he's done it.
How about that oop from James to James Jr. now? Little up and under.
I mean, it's
little
my
reverse
candy
action.
for
It
the
was
playoffs.
5 points, baby. Whoop whoop.
I mean, what he's
Stepping into his role
what LeBron's doing at 41 is
is
incredible.
bonkers.
But still, I have.
He is like you can argue Jordan, you can argue Kobe. LeBron James from top to bottom is probably the most consistent basketball player we have ever seen. Like, he's played all 23 years, and he's only missed like one part of a significant part of a season, really. The resting days, sure, call load management, whatever you want. He's at least playing 70 games a year when he's healthy, like every year for 23 fucking years, and giving you 25 and 8 in the fucking playoffs. Here you go. Like, that's monster, dude. That's monster.
Next series, Spurs and Trailblazers. Spurs are up 2-1. Wemby is coming back for Game 4. So that's massive. He had the concussion.
We didn't even. So it's been less than a week, yeah, because we didn't. That didn't happen before. No. So way to clear that, dude. And like,
but it's crazy how football's 6 days. The NBA's like
that was like 2.5, 3.
Yeah,
dude. And he fucking smoked his head. Yeah, like it. It was not pleasant to watch.
But the Trailblazers
are playing hard.
They're playing hard.
They are. No, the Spurs are just loaded. They should overwhelm them here shortly. Yeah.
Getting into the East series, the Raptors and Cavs are playing right now. Cavs are up 77-74.
83-76.
83-76. Somewhere.
Refresh.
Cavs are also up 2-1 in the series. They just look to be overmatched for the Raptors at this point.
From top to bottom, I wouldn't disagree with that. I think that it's gonna. Yeah, I think that's a point.
It'll probably be 3-1 here. I don't know if the Raptors get another one, honestly. Next series, Celtics, 76ers. I was surprised that the 76ers even got one.
I'm not. That's kind of the pedigree of this Boston team. It's not to say that they're not elite when they're clicking, but they have these fucking moments where they do shit the bed, dude. Yes. So for them to give up a game does not surprise me. They could give up too.
They shoot so many threes sometimes.
Live by the three, die by the three, man. It is something that has changed the NBA landscape in its entirety. And I mean, you could say patient zero was your boy Steph, right? Yep. Like, he was the first to really make his game like the 3-point game. Not that Ray Allen wasn't awesome and that Reggie Miller wasn't legit, and Larry Bird. Like, there are historic 3-point shooters.
Legend.
That's a fucking sweet name. That's one of the best. It's one of the best ones.
Best shit talker in the game too.
From the stories that you hear, it's funny because he doesn't even tell them. Other people talk about him. That's how gangster he is,
and they're fucking awesome.
But that aside, like, when you go cold and you don't then manipulate your game or change the game plan to try to... When we saw Michigan win the national title this year, they were 0 for 8 in the first half, right? At 3 or 0 for 9, something. They were 0-fers from behind the arc. And so they decided that second... Yeah, it's because I'm chatting here. I see.
That's why it is.
That's why it is. It is. I picked this up to drink it. But they changed their game plan to understand that we're not making threes tonight. Let's go use our size and go, bang down the middle of the lane and go draw some fouls and go try to get as many twos as we can. And they won the natty because of it.
Got to make adjustments. Can't play the same game.
And Missoula, they don't adjust. They just keep shooting fucking threes. Like, and that's fine, I guess, because sometimes you can catch lightning in a bottle afterwards as well, like, in the second half or whatever. But, like, it's such a frustrating brand of basketball to watch when it doesn't work.
It does kind of show, too, that the Celtics getting rid of Ime Udoka because of, like, the personal relationship thing. Like, it kind of shows Missoula's a better coach. Ime Udoka has not done anything with the Rockets. They look like a fucking...
I was going to ask, you think that's on him or is it the players on the team? Because
it's a little bit of both.
Is he not selling or are they not buying? Is it both?
I think it's a little bit of both.
Brother, I'm going to go ahead and bring a little bit of the wheelbarrow here. And I think that...
Back it up.
I think that Kevin Durant is...
Done?
The world's most famous... second option. He is just not the dude. He has no killer instinct. Everything he's done great in his career, he's had other people around him pulling the wagon outside of his one MVP season that they didn't win the finals, by the way. It was I took that personally. And then LeBron, and then LeBron went out and did it. Like, he got the chip that year. But anyway, Ime Udoka is fine as a coach. He is. And he's got a lot of years he's going to continue to coach. He's pretty young in the coach pantheon. Yeah. But, like...
I think Missoula's a better coach, though.
He's even younger.
Yep.
I don't know, though, which is the segment as you're going to get the ciders. The argument is that he doesn't make adjustments. He just lets them go fling threes around, and it works or it doesn't. So he's got great talent, and they've got good snipers, and I think that Ime Udoka is actually a better coach. I really do. But that's
we're on opposite ends of that one.
And we are on a lot of sports things.
Well, right now, if Lakers get...
You can't just have a bunch of peanut butter, Zach. You got to have some jelly in there, all right? Well, opposites attract.
Or some stout.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, something in the stout other than coffee. God damn, dude.
Right now, the way this goes, it looks like I will pick up at least 1 point on Chuck and 2 points on Trev if the Cavs finish out and if the Lakers finish out. You have the Cavs, right?
No, yeah, it'll be 2 on Chuck, 1 on Trev.
1 on Trev, right.
Yeah.
So 2.
I have the Raptors and the Rockets.
That's right.
I would be...
Yeah, okay.
I'd be 0 for 2.
Other than that, we're all basically the same, yeah. So, yeah, I forgot. 2 and 1, so we'll see how it plays out. But let's get into... Let's go match. That'd be badass. Let's get into something that we've been kind of waiting for months now. It's one of our favorite times.
It's one of your favorite times.
It is my favorite time.
I was talking to the... I love you, Z. We know it's yours.
I was looking down.
If you've listened to us for the last 2 years, you know this is where Zach nerds the fuck out. This and baseball analytics.
Sports nerds.
So we're gonna go both segments here. On this first segment, we're gonna go more player stuff. Like, what did you like about this player? Try not to bring some of the teams and just talk about where the players are drafted. In the next segment, we'll go with our thumbs up, middle, thumbs down,
our grades
of our teams. We don't do the grades. We do more of the up and downs.
Up and down.
So I'll throw some questions out. You guys give me some answers. What was a pick in the first round that made you go, and let's start with Charlie first. Like, in either...
And I was going to say, in which way?
Either way.
Well, okay, I think that...
Let's go bad first. Sorry, let's go bad.
Well, okay, let's get it out of the way. Okay, let's get it out of the way for the whole panel. The Ty Simpson pick was crazy. Considering all other moves that the Rams have made, have said, win now, get Stafford another option, available MVP. Like, I don't get it, because why would you take the potential second best quarterback, as it were, like when that guy is going to be in every draft? You can find him somewhere. You know what I mean? A backup guy that you want to groom, we can find them. We all went O. That was the biggest O across the nation.
Trev, comment on this before you answer the question.
Okay. Comment on this. It's just
because I think this needs to be a whole one.
Okay. I
think we should comment on everybody's thing.
Fair.
As a team in the NFC West, I love...
Yeah.
I'm not ready for the cheers. Give me a minute. Sorry.
No,
let me finish this talk, and then I will...
Okay, gotcha. Copy that.
But as of this pick, as an NFC West team, I love it because it doesn't help them this year. They did most of their work in free agency, though. So it all depends on Simpson. Is he the right quarterback for McVay?
It's either the perfect move or the worst move.
Yeah, exactly. It doesn't. This season, we're not going to know either, because he shouldn't play. And even if he does, it's still not going to be enough.
The argument is the best time to get a quarterback is when you don't need one. So, the Packers have done this well for eons. Like, it's not to say that this program can't work.
If he hits for Sean, then it's money. It's a great pick. If he looks anything like Jared Goff did with Sean McVay, then it's a win for everybody else in the NFC West.
Okay, so I got two sides of this too. First side is you're ready to win right now, Super Bowl.
Right.
Mekhi Lemon's sitting right there. He makes you that much better. One of the offensive tackles, Freeling, was still there. We'll get into Proctor later. That makes your team better right now.
Agreed.
In the next so many years, Ty Simpson fits Sean McVay's offense to a perfect T. The way he releases the ball, the way he plays on time. You also got to think that the other first-round pick is McDuffie.
Sure.
So they traded a first-round pick for McDuffie. So if this would have been the 13th pick that they would have traded for McDuffie, and they would have taken Ty Simpson at 29,
then
we'd be raising. Correct.
Yeah, it's not the blowback they got.
And when McDuffie is probably the best corner in the draft right now, where he's at, he doesn't have as lengthy of his career as Mansour is going to have. But if you would put McDuffie over Mansour, McDuffie's the better corner. So you still I understand it's a super wow, but you weren't going to get him anywhere else, and he does play the position that Sean McVay wants him to play. Ball comes out on time. He's massively accurate, and he's very smart. Now he gets to sit for 1 to 2 years. We're not gonna. This is why I don't love the grading, because stuff yes, we can be ooh. We also did with the Detroit Lions on taking Gibbs and Campbell. They were both Pro Bowl type players at their positions in the first round. So it is a reach. For me, I'm looking at it going, oh my God, you got Safford for a couple more years. Oh. Lemon and more Freeling are right there. Bless you, Chuck. Freeling are right there for you to go get and makes your team better now. This is a pick for the future. So
which a franchise quarterback is the biggest game-changing pick you can make, a la a Raiders fan over here.
When I haven't had one since Rich Gannon,
he was not even a franchise guy.
Had a run.
He had a run until his injury.
Yeah, he got a flat tire and the car was never the same.
And then Gannon was so I have not seen.
He was a rental. You only had Gannon for a couple of years. Yeah.
Okay, so Trev, a pick that made you go, ooh.
Hold on.
Oh, yeah, let's cheers first.
Cheers real quick.
Okay, so this is a Bloom cider.
Cali Craft.
We like beers from
Dude, they do really good hazies, yeah.
Oh, wow.
That finish is nice.
That whole situation I liked.
So this is a raspberry lemon, raspberry and Meyer lemon untraditional cider, 6.3%, which is high for a cider, as it were. I am having a hard time finding where these motherfuckers are out of. Walnut Creek.
Hey.
Yeah, I knew it was Cali Craft,
Cali,
obviously.
baby.
Walnut Creek is basically Bay Area adjacent. It's right down
outside.
there, yeah.
Commute to work to the Bay.
Trevor picked that made you go, ooh.
Can I give two?
Sure. Maybe.
So
it's your pod, dude. Give as many as you want.
We were doing one, but the two actually just kind of pop at me when I'm looking at this list in the first round.
I like the aftertaste.
That's what I like.
The aftertaste is settled in much, and especially after fucking Venti is large. I had to get that motherfucker.
Excuse me.
Okay, the first one would be Sadiq. I just don't think that was the right team.
Ooh, that's a great call.
You took that question from me. I was going to ask that question later on, but I totally agree. My question was going to be, what player did you I feel sorry for in the first round because they went to the wrong team?
He's one of them.
Sadiq is the biggest person of me going, oh my God.
Geno Smith doesn't use tight ends.
No, Frank Wright's now the offensive coordinator. So
I don't care. I watched enough Geno, but Geno Smith does not use tight ends.
He used Bowers pretty well, but Bowers was...
He's hurt. He didn't really even use him that much. That catch he made this year with his on his hip, falling back, whatever. The dude's nasty.
I just think that for him as a fan of the game, I really wish he would have went 2 more spots down to Dave Canales, or would have went to
the Panthers,
or would have went to the Rams or somebody like that. Somebody that could have massively utilized that weapon, that offensive weapon. He's an offensive weapon, an OW. He's not like a TE. He's not a wide receiver. He's an OW. And I think you needed Frank Reich
going to the fucking Jets. Sorry, dude.
I totally agree with you, Trev. That was a question I was going to ask later. But good job.
The other one that I feel similar to, not as strong as the Sadiq pick. This one is definitely not that, I think, misplaced.
Okay.
But Lemon to the Eagles. I know they brought him in to replace A.J. Brown. That's already out there. But I just, the way that they use their receivers, why don't you get a Denzel Boston that's a blocker, a bigger receiver for Hurts? That seems like it would fit.
Because you already have Schmitty. You already have your skinny little slot receiver. No. I'm agreeing with you. I'm saying that I think
for Wicks with the Packers.
Dontavian Wicks, that's true too.
He's your outside guy. No, he's the wrong. It's a perfect pick for the Eagles. It's the wrong receiver for Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Is I understand the team side.
Yeah,
but it doesn't match
because Jalen Hurts doesn't throw the ball in the middle.
But that's why they go and they drafted homeboy out of North Dakota State.
Yeah, Taylor, the kid from Stanford that's backing Jalen Hurts up, would use the weapons that the Eagles have better than Jalen Hurts used the weapons. I'll go on pod now and say it. We keep put Jalen Hurts up in 10 because he wins.
That's a little spicy.
And in the top 10,
That's very spicy.
Tanner McKee. We put him
they
up.
drafted Kyle McCord last year.
Yeah, but Kyle McCord's kind of like...
No, I get that, but you know what? It's funny. The strategy, and they're sticking to it, is a quarterback every year, which... Okay.
Jalen Hurts does not throw the ball over the middle. It is the perfect pick for the Eagles. That's
what Lemon's your over the middle guy.
It's the perfect pick for the Eagles. It's not the perfect pick for.
But
Jalen
he's also
that's why I didn't like it.
He's also very good in the swing pass game and the smoke screens and things like that. Yes, so there is an element to his game. Makai Lemon won the Bolitnikoff for a reason. The guy is a fucking legit athlete.
You have to have the quarterback to throw. Yeah, it's not.
That's true. That is true.
It's weird on where it went. I got one for I got one for you.
Lay it on us.
I was an on Caleb Banks being the first defensive tackle going.
That was crazy.
And to the Vikings.
To the Vikings. Yes. Thank you for calling that out because that one didn't stick forward in my head.
I got one more after this. But that was the one where I was like, I think this is the first player that's been massively overdrafted. We'll get into Caden Proctor.
That's the Kenneth Grant from last year, basically, right?
Correct. Like Kenneth Grant went in the second round, or in the first one.
No, he went in the first to Miami, and we're like, the fuck, yeah.
This is the same thing. This is a massive overdraft on what a kid measures at, and you've seen 3 games. His left foot's been broken for 3 years. Maybe not 3, probably like a year and a half. But like, come on, man.
I mean, everyone's going to make overdrafts. But the reason, the Vikings make it here is they're replacing both their tackles. They drafted 2 tackles to replace their interior on the defensive line, and you want to trust that Flores knows what he's looking for. But it still seemed a bit high, of course. But.
Just because of what else was on the board is the whole thing, right? It feels like Banks would have been like a second, though, right? But
I still like the conviction if that's your guy.
But with Dylan,
I understand.
With Dylan Thiemann sitting there, who goes to the Bears a little bit later, the ultimate free safety. Like, you just lost your ultimate free safety you had.
So Josh is all nice and happy. Well, you traded out of the first. Maybe
he wasn't there.
You're right, correct.
If he
25 to 27.
Second one I want to call out is the Chiefs trading up to 6 to get Mason and Delane.
Who was going to try to jump? That's the thing I don't get.
And they said they thought the Saints were going to go at 9. The Saints were on Tyson the whole draft, I bet. They look at their
screen.
Yes. The Chiefs literally, and then you go, it's only a third round? Bullshit, it's only a third round. The third round, we're going to look at some players here in a minute when I start asking for some of your favorites. There's players in the 4th round and 5th round that could have been third round players. Can't tell me that it's only a third round. The third rounder is another starter for a team.
Should be our heavy rotational piece.
For a team that needs pieces.
Yeah. Well, that's why the rankings are we when we do mock drafts, we're like, this guy's never going to be here. When the way it falls is because it's these rankings, not the team's rankings. And then when you have that chatter,
they said they had him at 5. There's no fucking way they had him as a 5th best player.
And he was their favorite corner, and they needed that position so badly. I understand why they moved there.
I understand, but even as we sit here,
I would have rolled the fucking dice though, because at 9 they were going to get a fucking. They're getting an elite defender at 9, regardless.
Correct. Yes. Ruben Wayne would have been there.
But the next corner didn't go off the board until what?
Brother, the way it fell, they could have pulled. They could have pulled fucking Caleb Downs without moving anywhere. I know he's not a corner, but you're talking the best fucking back end weapon. I get that, but I'm just saying, like,
I just thought
so many teams.
You gave up a direct potential starter, like Zach said.
That's what bothers me the most.
I can
you
understand.
Traded a third round for jumping in front of
when you had elite defenders.
But he probably wasn't going to go.
Well,
there's a 90.
You don't know the way.
There's a 90% chance he wasn't going to go, and then Ruben Bain would have been there, or Caleb Downs would have been there.
Yes, there wouldn't have been another great player if they just would have stand pat, but they obviously targeted him as the one that they wanted, and by another corner not being drafted until
30.
27.
Chris
I mean,
Johnson.
there was an obvious gap for everybody.
But okay, I do want to hop back in here before you give number 2. Was that 1 or 2? That was 1, right? Or was that 2?
That was 2.
Okay, I have to jump in because I gave Ty Simpson, which I thought was just the banner. I thought that was something. The one that really surprised me, honestly, in the top 5 was number 4 at Carnell Tate. Like,
I was going to save that for my Titans crap on.
Fair enough. It was one of those picks that was like,
I feel like that's a similar situation to the Chiefs, where they just needed that position so bad, and the guy that they wanted got picked in front of them.
Correct. I feel like it was a rush pick. Instead of going with a defensive person which Sala, we'll talk about another play I love that they got later on. But
why they didn't take Arvell Reese or Sonny Styles though?
I would have been less awe about
it
it if you'd have taken Jordan Tyson at 4.
Really?
I think Jordan Tyson has the potential to be a number 1, where Cardinal Tate's always going to be a 2.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, that's
just
obviously
Jordan Tyson,
a very different.
Jordan Tyson just is been hurt. The 1 year he put together when he was super healthy, that was the most impressive.
That's what got him drafted in the top 10.
And even flashes this year when he was like healthy.
Sure,
dude, he is elite receiver healthy. It's just he's not. The Saints got a fucking great pick at 9. I thought that it was fuck. They actually took Jordan Love.
They took him at 8.
Oh, yeah, sorry, 8. I think that if the Titans was like, oh shit, Cardinals actually took Love. We're gonna take Tate, even though Arvell Reese is sitting there and Sonny Styles is sitting there, and then you end up going receiver, which you trade back up for a fucking defensive end that's a reach 2 later in the thing. So you're first round
low on Folk. You're low on Folk. So
a lot of players that don't show me.
I understand the national narrative is different than what you are.
And it's compounded when you trade up to get that player.
Sure,
correct.
Sure, right. You give up more assets.
Reach at your spot.
Sure,
not trading up.
Sure,
because you're giving up stuff to get.
No,
there.
I think,
and you can get stuff everywhere in the draft.
Love going at 3 just spun the rest of the teams behind it. They were just like, fuck, dude, okay, like pivot. Like, I know for the Titans.
I think the Titans totally
would
pivoted.
have $1,000,000% drafted Love had he made it one more spot, without a shadow of a doubt. But
well, let's run through a couple rounds real quick, not just like who's in the rounds.
Or did you want to do favorites from that first? Or
what was your favorite pick in the first round? Then I'm going to give you some. Then I want some of your favorites through other rounds. What was one pick you're like, damn, that was a hell of a good pick? At where they got that player. I'll start, and I won't pick my people.
I think
at number 16, Ruben Bain Jr. at 15 to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I was like, how in the fuck is he still on the board when we were sitting here? Home run pick for them, massively. He's going to fill that defensive need. He's so violent at the line of scrimmage. It's a home run pick.
I think there's one clear answer, and I hate who got this fucking player. It's the goddamn Dallas Cowboys and their pick of Caleb Downs.
That was on my list of names.
That was on my
list. It is such an unbelievable match. Well, they traded up 1 spot. They traded up 1 spot to go and get him. They gave up 2/5, right?
Still.
And that was... Yeah, I'd give up 2/5 for Caleb Downs. You were the highest on him out of all 3 of us for 2 years.
I think he got just forgotten about because of how good he was for so long.
You want to talk about another guy?
It got to that safety thing.
Yeah.
Well, but he can play like 4 different positions.
He can play your nickel. He can play outside too.
He can play linebacker. He can play nickel. He can play a corner. He can play a safety. Whatever.
That's why the trade up for Delane is so crazy to me, because you have these other
was the better defensive back,
and you have other have other linemen in there. Like you knew the linemen were going to go.
I don't think the Chiefs needed to move from 9 to get a prospect, but they did. And if Delane comes out and is an absolute shutdown, nasty number 1, then we'll eat some crow.
Trev.
I mean, I love Styles going to
Washington.
That
was my other nomination.
That's a great one.
Yeah, it's such a need and the best athlete there. Perfect.
And that's exactly what Dan Quinn would want.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
he is a more athletic Bobby Wagner.
Yep.
Like, that's nuts.
He might be a more athletic Fred Warner.
He's more athletic Fred Warner because he's
it's all about the noggin. We got to see what happens in the noggin though, because those other two are elite in there.
It's crazy to me.
Similar.
Yeah. It's before we move on to other rounds.
Sideline to sideline, baby.
It's crazy to me that the Giants ended up with Arvell Reese at 5 and then Managua at 10. Absolutely reset your offense line on the right side forever. and now you have either he might be your starting middle linebacker, and he can rush the passer. I want to say
way to pull the trigger on that and understand that is the best athlete there at that time, a guy that will impact your football. It doesn't matter. You could have a plethora of edges. You need more. Why the guy? Yes, I like that pick.
When the Giants were winning Super Bowls, that D-line
oh my God, was insane.
But he might play middle linebacker for them.
Which is awesome, or off ball, anywhere.
Because
anywhere in the front
just
seven.
as good at that as he is at edge.
They got so many edges.
So he's a front seven guy.
Right. They got that NASCAR
you love
package
that.
too.
You love that.
On passing downs, you could put all those guys on the line.
Brian Burns, Thibodeau, but he might get traded.
What's one of your favorite names in the second round, real quick?
I'm going to go ahead, and I just opened up my second round, and I'm going to give a quick
I'll give you one in the second round. I can't believe I love the pick of Anthony Hill at 28 to the Texans. Anthony Hill Jr. is going to be Fred Warner for the Titans. He is so athletic. He's going to kill it with under Saleh.
So then, if you're giving that opinion, then it's got to put a little bit more shine on the Tate pick because you didn't pull Sonny Styles there and got another.
Well, Sonny Styles is going to be better than he is, but I think he's going to be going to be really, really good. Sonny Styles under Robert Saleh would have been real nasty.
I think the ones that on their back-to-back picks are the 7th and 8th, which was Denzel Boston to Cleveland, which I think it was a great value for that kid. He could have been a first rounder, and you got him at 36 or 39, and you didn't have to move.
Browns are good.
And then the chefs pulling our author R. Mason Thomas.
Yep.
That's good work right there. That is good team building. They didn't have to trade for that, and he's a little raw, but he's big and fast, and he can do some work, especially under Spags. Like that, those two picks right there in the second round speak volumes to me as to like the Browns. If they can figure themselves out, if the Browns stop Browning, they're putting together a roster, dude. They really are. But for Cleveland just cannot stop shooting their own foot off.
Trev?
I mean, there's a couple again. Zion Young to the Ravens. Come on, dude.
The Ravens had the first two rounds of their draft is the most amazing two players you could have gotten. And then after that, I kind of like, But these first two players, oh my fucking God. You get the best guard in the draft, and then you get Zion Young in the second round.
And
I was
a high ceiling kind of guy in the second round.
That's why I can't believe that's why the Folk shit just drives me nuts. And then even the Bills taking TJ Parker too. The Zion Young fall to me is.
Yeah, we liked him as a first-round guy, and you getting him is like Boston without having to move. He just is there on the board for you.
Correct.
Whoa, good job, everybody else.
For some reason, that is the luck of the Ravens. That is how their drafts fall. A lot of times, a lot for them. They just know, and then they pick the right guy. That too, right?
Yep.
Like it's not like you take the dangerous pick. You take the easy pick, and it's worked out for them time and again.
Anybody else, Trev? I'm going to jump to third round before we go break.
No, that's good for a second, actually. I'm happy
for
with
the
that.
Third round, I want to spot out two kids.
Two kids.
One is...
Your boy Carson Wentz back. We know it. Yeah, let's go ahead.
Definitely not him.
Okay.
Two receivers I want to shout out for the third round. Chris Basil going to the Panthers.
I knew when he got drafted you were going to be high on that.
That pick was super awesome. To get him in the third round is awesome. We'll talk about the other two picks later.
To pair him with Tet and with who was that kid that came on late last year too? I can't remember his fucking name. I can see
Shorter?
him.
No, not Shorter. That's a Raider receiver. It's something like that.
Anyway,
I'll have to look.
Yeah, there was a
and
second
then the Dolphins
guy.
making a good pick in the second or in the third round with Chris Bell, the hurt receiver from Louisville. That kid's a first round receiver if he doesn't blow his knee out.
Sure.
So you had two receivers I thought could have went in the first round. You get them in the third round for each of those teams. Great for me. Those are two great picks I want to shout.
I will give you. I think that it was. The fact that Emmanuel Pregnon fell to 88 at the Jags is
I wanted him to fall. The Niners
pick. I know he was getting so close.
We're so close. Come on.
I know. It's how it always works. It's one or two beforehand. And then, how about
That
the
pick,
Penn State native staying.
That's the only good pick
that the Jags made.
Jags, I was looking at their picks.
Draft.
They had a lot of reaches too.
I think,
I expect that from my team. But
I think the Steelers saw Ben Roethlisberger and Drew Allard, and they just said, "Stay home, boy."
No, Gunnar Dunker, I thought was an amazing pick in the third round. How was he at the very end of the third round?
He's a Steeler too.
He's the very end of the third round. I thought he was an easy second round guard.
The other guard I liked.
It's true. You shouted them both out, and they both went right before you could get them.
Well, Dunker
went after. Yeah.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. But you took Black, the running back, right?
I should have known. We always take a running back in the third round. It's a
Niner tradition.
9 out of the 10 seasons of Shanahan or something like that.
Give me one more shout, Trev. Give me a shout.
One more shout.
Then I got one more question before we break.
I mean, maybe it's just my love for the player, but I still think Branch going to the Falcons.
Staying in Atlanta, staying in Georgia, man. Yeah. He's got. Is Tua going to throw it to him? Is it Tua or is it Penix?
It's Tua first, I think.
Tua first.
For
me, yeah. Okay, so position wise, for them not saying this was a very good tight end draft, there's about 30 fucking million
fucking tight ends came off.
And it's a really good tight end
draft. And in very questionable spots. I will put it that way. The tight ends went in very questionable spots, and I'm going to rag on a couple teams when we get into this.
I think
very questionable tight ends.
I think it's because it speaks to it's copycat league, right? And the Rams had their most success under 13 personnel,
and they drafted another tight end.
They just sure did.
So
I know
weird.
They already have 17 on the roster. I don't know where they're going to stash number 18.
No idea.
I guess you draft a backup quarterback in your 42nd,
and your
tight end.
String tight end because you're going to use all 4.
Unbelievable.
We're one receiver, 4 tight ends.
Puka, baby.
We're going to break. CJ Daniels is a sick pick that deep though. We're going to break, come back, and we're going to do our team stuff. We'll get into more of the player stuff in the teams. I just want to give a shout out to some of these players because we literally, and I said this during draft night at Chuck's house, we watch so much college football. For us, it's not just like, this is who we're getting. We watch so much football between us three and the people that came over for draft night.
Shout out to you boys, too. It was a great atmosphere.
That we've been watching these players that are getting drafted. The CJ Daniels call that I said, first game of the year, he makes a catch against fucking Notre Dame with the one hand.
Yeah.
Right? Like, we watch these guys for so many years do this, and then that's why it's so much different the NBA draft. We fall in love with these players. And
we're going to watch Jerry and Price run through a motherfucker face.
That's a good pick. I'm glad you guys had the huevos to take it.
Huevos. See you segment 2.
Dude. Welcome back to Balls&Brews. Cheers, boys.
Welcome back, everybody.
Still working on that cider.
That's very true. We have taken our time with this one. Venti is large. I get it. I just wasn't my flavor. This is really good, though.
All right, let's start with the Cardinals. We're in alphabetical order here. That's the way it's easier to go through.
So, Zach, hold on real quick. What are we doing?
We're going to go through, we'll talk about players as well, where we won't stick on them as long. We're going to go up for the draft, or way in.
Okay.
Because this is still kind of a loss.
I agree. That's what I'm saying. It's the most frustrating grade to give.
But the first one I'm probably going to give is that, because the first 2 picks are amazing. Jeremiah Love's the best player in the draft. You went out and got somebody that is dynamic at the receiver position, the running back position.
He's a hell of a football player.
And then you go out and either get the second best guard in the draft, whoever is ranking in ours. I think we had him as 2.
He's definitely up there.
Yeah, right after OI. He was
so you took that into consideration.
You had him in the first round going to the Chargers.
I thought then Rutledge got put in the first round, which we'll get to. Get Beck going there, that's the one spot I'm like, okay, how I already feel about him, and is needing a tackle. Why aren't we looking tackle there? Other than that, the rest of the draft, you're just getting players to fill. Virgil probably will come out and be a rotational receiver. But, so for me, it's here because of, I still feel like Love and Benitez are awesome, but I still feel like you left me some desire towards the back end of the draft. So
I'm down because I agree. I love the first 2 picks, but Love wasn't a pick of need.
Correct.
And I mean, if you're going to draft him, then why did you bring in Algier? Benson's recovering from an injury. You re-sign Connor. It's just team building. It doesn't make sense. The guard, yeah, great. Beck. I understand they need a quarterback. He's probably going to play for them this season.
Play. Well, it's him
but
it
feels like a bridge to next year. So if it's already a bridge to next year, how good is this draft?
Why did you go offensive tackle there?
Yeah,
I'm actually going to change and go down. I love the first two, but I don't like.
I don't have anything else to add. I don't want to. It is a down draft because not Julian Love. Jeremiah Love is a beast.
He still can contribute in the future. That's why you go tackle instead of back.
He's going to a team.
No, you go tackle in the third round.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You go tackle instead of back.
I said back.
All right, so all three downs.
This next one's a down for me too. Terrell pairing with the brothers, that's great. Zachariah Brands is explosive. After that, I know it's a 4th to 6 and 6. Perkins is a great pick, I guess, down there, but you could have had, I don't know. I think Perkins is a better linebacker than Daniels that you took earlier in the draft. So for me, it's a down. Zachariah, I don't love Stefanski either. Is Stefanski going to use Zachariah Branch right? Like, I think Stefanski's...
For them, because looking at the positions and what they did with what they had in the draft, I'm going to give it like a 2/3. It's like almost all the way up because I think they drafted the needs that they had. And if these guys, they're a roster that needs a lot. Okay, let's be honest about where Atlanta is in the overall.
Yeah, they're hoping you have those needs listed
is going to push the franchise forward.
But I just thought the pick 4 was like the miss. And that's like huge when you can get somebody else and you reach.
Yeah, you gotta hit. I think the first 4 rounds are so important.
So important.
They are. 5th, 6th, 7th.
Dart throws.
Those are more dart throws. Exactly. 4th, you can still find someone there.
In this draft,
you can still find someone in the 5th. But
I thought there was still a lot of good players there.
I'm not changing my opinion. I'm going with like a shmeh.
I'm going down because I think they brought Terrell in. It's great to pair him with his brother, and maybe you get the most out of him that way, but I don't know if he's the best corner at that spot. I like Branch, but after him, there's really not a lot I like on this draft chart.
Baltimore. All right. I've already said how much I love the first 2 picks. I even love the 3rd pick.
Yeah.
The 4th pick, I understand. And then you went offense again. Your defense is old and deteriorating, and you fucking only have 1 defensive player in your first 4 rounds. Chandler Rivers
drafted a punter.
Chandler Rivers in the 5th round. I get it. But then you went tight end running back again. Your defense needed much more help than you gave it completely. I understand getting guard. He's going to be the guard there for the next 15 years. Zion Young. We love Zion Young. I understand Lane, but if you went Lane, then why'd you get the exact same receiver except shorter status in Surratt?
I like round.
And then you go tight end. You literally went 3 offensive players when your defense needs so much help. And this is why I go only here, because I think the first 4 players are really good. And I even like Chandler Rivers, but your defense didn't get any better other than 1 player. Chandler Rivers is going to be a rotational corner, probably a 3rd corner, but where were the other defensive players? I'm going here because I think the first 3 players are great, but can't give you an up or down because I can't give you an up for sure.
I have to agree with that. And I'm not going to add much more. It's just that you had all these picks. And you took 2 tight ends. You took 2 wide receivers back to back and a running. Like, it just, for those were not things of need. They weren't for the Ravens, I don't think.
I also give them the middle ground because I like the early picks. I like both Lane and Surratt, but you picking both of them telling me that you don't know. I mean, you want that position, so that's why you double down there.
Because Zay Flowers is on the way out,
though.
Yeah, that's the thing is, still having a similar skill set doesn't mean either one's going to be the one that pops. Maybe one of the 2.
But then, I know.
But the rest, I still
and I love Surratt and I love Lane.
And I like them.
I love Lamp.
I think they took a corner too late, and other than
Zach, are you just looking around the room and just saying that you love things?
Love Lane.
I love Lane.
I love Lane.
Yeah, so we're all middle ground.
Middle ground on the Ravens.
Buffalo.
Buffalo.
I'm giving it down. I don't like that TJ Parker went in front of. Okay, maybe he's your stand-up guy. Okay, I do like the corner. The tackles, all right. Sky Bell's the exact same receiver as your other slot. Where's the big receiver when you had Boston there?
You didn't have Boston there. It was round 4 he got.
No, but Boston was there in the second round.
Instead of drafting the corner? So, I don't know. The corner was a position of need, too, though. And you did trade for DJ Moore.
At 3.
Oh, instead of the tackle?
Instead of Parker. I don't love...
I got you. Okay, I'm sorry.
I don't know. I like Cybele. Again, I like the player. I don't know if I love the fit with him. Maybe they come out and they run him in the slot, but then Shakir's already in the slot, and DJ Moore is kind of like a slot guy, too. You kind of have now 3 slot receivers. And
they're pushing DJ to the edge. DJ is absolutely going to play outside the numbers.
And you filled a lot of positions here, but for me, I'm going to give it a down. I don't. You have a lot of picks and a lot of And I feel like it's a Brandon Bean draft again.
Let's put that label on it. No, I'm in agreement. I don't think Parker was the best edge there. I don't think the corner was the best corner there. I thought Bell maybe could be a nice receiver, but again, the fit, I don't like it.
I'm going to go like this, because the more I look at it, I see positions of need. They heavily drafted on defense. We don't know how any of this prospect is going to work out, but at least they understood where they needed to put their equity. It might not work. It might. It still might. You got a corner, you got yourself a linebacker, you got yourself a safety, you got yourself a defensive tackle, you got another corner, and you still got a guard, a receiver. This to me is at least this.
Moving on to the Panthers. I give it a thumbs up, big time. I know Lee Hunter is now
what a boss. I love these first 3 picks so fucking much.
For me, the Lee Hunter pick is kind of the more of a question mark, even though because it looks like Iki's out because he's hurt still. So Mono Philly will be playing for Iki.
Yeah, that's why they picked
the Lee Hunter one. You have a lot of defensive linemen. So that one, I love Lee Hunter, but after that, Basil, Will Lee, Sam Hite,
in the trenches,
Zeke Wheatley.
He was probably their highest rated player at that part of the draft, right?
Correct. He might have been, and that's why I'm still giving it a massive thumbs up. You completely killed it all the way through 5. Basil, Lee, Hite, and Wheatley are all probably going to start. And Hunter is going to be a rotational player for now. And then unless you move off of one of the big guys that you are paying, he fits right in.
Or maybe you move one of them to edge.
Something.
Thumbs up for the Panthers. I do. I agree with that.
Yeah, I'm like, you cannot like the first 3 picks that they made. The other picks,
and they traded down, right?
I like the first 5.
That's how they got. That's how they got some of that equity. Is they traded down and still got free lane.
Yeah, all those 5 I like. I like the first 5. I'm they're one of my favorite drafts. Bears next. Love the Thielen pick. Like the Logan Jones pick. The Sam Rush pick and the Xavier Thomas pick are kind of
Why are you taking a 3rd-round tight end, though?
That's what I'm saying.
Komet
because
and Colston,
were you at with edge? You didn't take a defensive tackle until the last pick of the draft.
Yeah,
So those 2 picks, for me, make it here because I love the corner and I like the first 2 picks. But those 2 picks of edge make it to where I almost want to give you this. But do the first 2 picks keep it here? I like the Muhammad pick at 4, but you don't.
You can give him a 2/3, but you can give him a
Well, I think I'm going to go here because
you're flat out.
I would be.
Tilting the other way.
You wasted a 2 third-round picks.
You wasted a 3rd-round pick for sure.
At least 1, if not 2. Why did you go get another?
I don't know.
The receiver makes more sense than the tight end.
1,000,000%. I'll give you that.
Especially when edge is a massive need.
That being said, I like the tight end they picked more than the wide receiver they picked.
Correct. I'll agree with
that. That's got to tell me you're going to move on from Komet unless you're going to be doing
that is
3 tight ends 13
personnel.
The Rams.
We saw a record 20 some odd fucking tight ends come off the board.
And in a tight end draft that wasn't supposed to be good, where you had back-to-back ones that were massive.
Whatever, this whole draft wasn't supposed to be a lot of trades, and like any NFL fucking draft, look at all them blue lines.
Travis Middle, where you at, Charlie?
Dude,
how you feel about them Bears?
I'm in the middle because I do think that the first 2 are wonderful, and I think that serves that team great. And then had they prioritized the positions at the bottom more towards the middle of the rounds and taken a late end tight end or whatever, then I might go this way. But it remains 3 across the board.
I mean, only 2 picks gives you a across the board
for the 2 picks that they did get. Yeah, no, and it's not to say that linebacker or that OT might not work out. I just think that you not spending the third rounders on position of need is not a good move.
So we're all middle.
I'm middle.
I guess what the Bungles did. Fucking, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me with this draft? Yes, the first 2 picks aren't bad. After that, you got a corner or a center, maybe. You went 2 centers, which Parker maybe is a
tight end.
Maybe Parker is a guard. Where's the rest of your defense? You have the worst defense in the NFL. You took 2 defensive players.
I see no safeties.
1 with short arms.
I see no linebackers.
Cassius Howell is a good pick, not to that team.
They drafted 2 linebackers last year, I want to say. But yes, the defense needed more work. Yes, you bring in Dexter
Sexy
Lawrence,
Dexy.
but that's not enough. That was not enough.
Colby Young
I understand
should not
getting
have been.
one of these centers or interior offensive linemen. 2 seems like, I don't know.
You needed to draft 7 secondary. That's what they needed. They needed as many secondaries they could get their fucking hands on, and they got a corner.
Yeah, this would have been a situation where you want to double up at a position, even though you just drafted one because of how bad
somebody
they should have been.
was.
They should have been taking the corner we had got in the second round. That's who they should.
They gave up 472 fucking pass yards every goddamn game. It felt like
they should have taken
every fucking year.
The guy we got in the second round, that's who they should have taken. That was the perfect pick for them.
Well,
and they did went Cassius Howell.
No,
and
then farting away the number 10 overall pick for Sexy Dexy. You have to take that into consideration.
Doesn't make it better.
No.
Next pick, the Browns going to give them a thumbs up,
dude. Big one.
Even though I don't love the Casey Concepcion, if it would have been Boston and Casey Concepcion, I'd been like, oh man, that's a great draft.
The order.
It wasn't.
Who cares though? You still came away with both of them.
I'm giving you a thumbs up. I didn't change
Warren
it.
Too, and
McNeil Warren. You go offensive line, and then you go all offense first, except for the one safety. You did what you needed to do.
Yes.
I don't even care about the Taylor Green pick. He's better than Dylan Gabriel. Gabriel's probably getting cut.
Sneaking in is exactly, but I think that to me is low key good team building. They tried it with DTR, right?
Yeah,
Coming out of UCLA, they're trying to get that
flyer. He's a better situation.
He's a better quarterback than Dylan Gabriel.
He's a more prepared NFL body. He's tall.
What a fuck up that was.
That was Kevin Stefanski trying to stick his.
That's the reason why he's the reason why Diego Pavia didn't get fucking drafted, dude.
Which he shouldn't have been.
Okay.
Diego Pavia getting drafted is a farce too. If you would have.
He didn't.
Where do you guys go? Everybody is a thumbs up for the Browns.
Yeah,
for the Browns.
dude. Their last couple, and they've moved down a few times. They just know when to stick it and pick it. Like Barry has done an excellent job at. Now they just got to put it together. Now you got to put it fucking together, right? Like you got to find a fucking quarterback. They need to find a fucking quarterback.
And we still don't know about the coach either.
Yeah, we don't know.
About brand new coach. Yeah, Munkin.
Todd Munkin.
No, so it sucks because you could have talent and not have a team.
Your roster's starting to look really good. For the
right? Yes.
Dallas Cowboys next.
Ah, fuck.
I have such a mixed feelings about this draft. I'm probably giving it a thumbs down, even though I love the first player. You took 3 edges in this draft. Your edge,
I mean, is a position of concern, obviously.
It shouldn't have been. If you look at their roster, they already had edges. They drafted edge last year. They had Gary as you taking one.
But that actually says something too,
correct.
Though.
Are you walking away from Gary?
It seems like they don't like what they got.
No linebacker. That 3rd round pick should have been a linebacker. I know you traded for your guy, what'd you think of that? That was was that?
So that happened before the Niners made the 58th pick. We moved on from
D winners.
I think for the Cowboys, it raises the score of the draft overall, bar none.
I still think you need another linebacker.
Sure, but you gave up a 5th rounder for him.
Yeah,
D Winters is above a 5th round talent,
and I love it for the
Niners.
Maybe
for the Niners.
He's only in year 2 or year. That's true. A new spot could fuck them all up.
You're going from that position. We after getting Greenlaw, I think
then it works out. I think it works out for both squads. Then
that's what I was wondering. But I still think I'm down because you went and the Malachi Lawrence is a. I know you don't have a Malachi Lawrence. I know you don't have a 2nd round pick, so I'll take that. But then don't go and get another edge in the 3rd round and then go get another edge in the 4th round. You needed a linebacker, multiple linebackers, at least one. If you even traded for Winters, you still need a linebacker. I just can't. I'm going to go here because I think the Malachi's a reach and that you didn't get a linebacker. You went way too many edges.
Too much repetitiveness. I'm going to go get the hazy.
Thank you, Chuck.
I fall in the middle because I love that Caleb Downs just falls
to
him. Lawrence, I love that pick too at the end of the first.
I don't.
Barham. Like I think that was a bit overdraft at a position you just drafted. That was so weird to me. And yes,
because you can't draft on. You can take Malachi in the 1st round because you don't have a 2nd round, but then you can't take another edge that you're reaching on.
Right. And Winters, like he has a nice skill set, but his eyes and feet didn't match, and that's why I think we moved on from him and let the Cowboys have him.
And then I think also, like, I'm going to preference this because we're going to talk about this a couple more times. In the 1st round, if I hear, he has trouble with his weight. I wish he would show this consistency all the time. Oh, I wish he can constantly catch the ball. Oh, I wish he would play, show effort on running downs. Those aren't 1st round players to me.
Yes.
Caden Proctor, when you're talking about keeping his weight down, which we're going to get to, Casey Concepcion on catching the ball all the time, and Mekhi Lawrence not playing on running downs are 3 things where I'm going, what the fuck are we talking about doing this?
Those gaps in your game.
Correct. It makes me like question when you talk about players.
Maybe late.
Maybe late 1st round. But when you're talking about players and you're going, weight problems, catching problems. Man, he kind of disappears on running downs. What are we doing?
At the wide receiver position is always a problem.
Bananas. The fact, that is absurd.
Or why can't, if my left tackle has trouble playing on every down or doesn't give the same thing, how am I going to drop back and throw? Is that the down that he's going to be like, and my quarterback's going to get fucking lit?
Maybe.
Like, dude, those are like things that. When you hear that and it's a 1st round play, when that's the end of 1st round, 2nd, 3rd round, I'm going like.
I also think it depends on the program he's going into.
Correct.
Who the fuck knows what Proctor's going into Miami? They might free feed his ass. He might gain more weight instead of getting him.
That's why I thought he was a better fit for the Lions on a more structured Dan Campbell.
But I'm just saying, exactly. I think that exactly matters more almost than like, dude. That man, depending on the coaching he gets, could be an absolute monster at that position.
Or could be an Evan Neal.
Or could eat his way out and fucking be lazy and, go from Alabama to nowhere.
Well, we have not even we're on Broncos. Sorry, we got held up on that.
We did.
I give the Broncos, and I don't really know because they had a 3rd round pick. Their 4th round picks are nice.
It's always hard to judge when you don't have a 1st or 2nd rounder.
Right. So I'm going to go here because I do think the 2 4th round picks are good. You got a tackle who's probably going to play guard. Jonah Coleman I like as a back. The tight end at NC State. So I'm going to just go here because it's hard to.
You definitely can't give them a thumbs up because of where they're drafting. You can't get too excited. You just hope that you're able to hit. Your hit rate's got to be even lower missing the first 2 rounds.
Correct.
Man, it's almost a down.
It's almost a down, but I can't quite because I don't have enough evidence.
It's
a hard one.
Agreed. Same boat. You there, Charlie, or are you somewhere else?
Well, I'm not. I can't give it a thumbs up. I do love me some Jonah Coleman. Let's go Dogs. Bow down, baby. A healthy. It was a healthy draft for the Huskies, man. We had more guys go than I thought.
I took 2.
Huh?
I took 2.
Yeah, you sure did back-to-back rounds. You absolutely did.
I love the state of Arizona.
I'm giving this also
mid.
Yeah,
it's just mid, baby.
It's not bad. It's not bad, but it's not elite.
While we're pouring, let's talk about the Detroit Lions. Dude, I'm gonna do it.
Do it. Do it.
I think their first pick's a good pick and what they need. Derek Moore's a reach in the 2nd round. I do like the Abney pick in the 5th round. That might be one of the best.
God damn it. Wasn't paying attention
That might be one of the best picks in the 5th round. It's a down. Derek Moore's a reach. I don't love the Jimmy Roller linebacker pick either in the 4th round. I'm going to go down.
Yeah, I also see this as a miss. Like, there was a lot of players that I liked that I mocked to the Lions, and none of them went there. Like,
I like the Miller pick. After
Miller
that,
makes sense at the position of need.
Yep. After that,
Moore, you got an in-state guy, but it still wasn't my favorite edge there. And then you go back to Michigan with the linebacker. It feels like that scouting was a bit limited.
Correct. I like that word, Trev. I like how you went there, Trev. Scouting a bit limited, because that's what it seems.
No, I'm
You're up.
I'm the opposite.
Okay.
I think that they addressed that defense that was hurt all the fuck last year.
You can address it, but are you addressing it with the players right? Like reaching, just because it's a linebacker doesn't mean he's good.
Okay, right. We said that about Jack Campbell.
Well, we said he was a good player. We just didn't like him being in the first round.
Okay, so it was the other way around as far as
is a value pick.
No, I honestly think that this is going to be a better draft in the upcoming years. I'm staying with it. I like this move for the Lions. I think that they addressed some serious needs, and we'll see how they are coached and molded and ready to go.
Yeah, I mean, good to have a little disagreement. If Dan Campbell can make this work, then all power to him.
Next draft, the Packers. This is one of those drafts where I'm like, I like players you took, but you didn't take players of need.
Well, yeah,
corner was
like corner.
Absolutely.
So 2 and 4 are great. 2 and 4 are amazing picks. Like, I can't believe that the Sutton kid was in the 4th round. I thought he was one of the second round edges that should have went. He is so big and so athletic. I think this year maybe as Penn State being down kind of got him moved in the mix.
His stock.
The defensive tackle in the 3rd round, I really thought, man, you needed like any kind of line help. And if we go through the draft, there was a lot of linemen there available for them.
Didn't like that pick though for him.
No, not at all.
I agree that D tackle is a position of need.
And I don't think it was.
You don't think it was just edge?
I think edge was a piece, and I think offensive line. They lost a lot of offensive linemen in free agency, and you've drafted a couple, but you needed
Gary.
Yeah, and Rashad Walker's gone.
Yeah,
you needed a tackle there or an offensive lineman there, and you didn't. I thought that was a miss.
Well, I think tackle might have been a position they selected just because it gets lost in everything that's happened. But I mean, bringing over. From the Cowboys, Parsons,
the first round,
a struggle for no reason for me.
No, but that's why I'm only here on it. I don't love the D tackle pick. I think you needed offensive line there. You needed a starting offensive lineman there.
I mean, they draft the center
later, which isn't bad.
Centers fall, so that still can be a hit right there.
But you needed a tackle and a guard.
I go mid.
That's why I'm going mid. Because I do love the edge pick, and I do love your Brandon Cease pick. And I actually love the Dominant Jackson pick in the 6th round. You needed an offensive lineman higher in the draft, and you didn't take one.
How you feel?
I don't disagree with that take. I can't give it a down because there's some talent right here, and I can't give it an up because there was a lack of needs. So it's got to be center.
Cheers.
Yes. All right. Well, let's try Brooklyn.
Cheers first.
Cheers,
fucking
first.
Brooklyn.
And
Hold
then,
on, I got.
And then I got
here's cheers to you, guy.
Yo,
fucking
hey.
Brooklyn, the bridge.
Smells good. Mm-hmm. Tastes good too.
Oh yeah,
that's really
not bad
good
for a double.
Oh,
that's really good.
Wonderful. Mean Squirrel. This is my favorite can, dude.
It's
for
sick.
Sure. I pulled it because of the can. Mean Squirrels. You guys gotta check this one out. Exactly.
Cover.
It'll be up on X and Instagram. KCBC, Kings County Brewers Collective is, and they out of Brooklyn. 7.2. Smooth, juicy, super juicy, super
Get that
juicy.
East accent on there.
Oh, don't you fucking know. That's more like Canadian. Isn't it?
Yeah, that wasn't good.
What the fuck you talking about? It doesn't matter. Let's drink some more beers.
The beer's good.
We drink the beers.
7.2, dry hop double hazy. And you would not know that.
No.
Dry hop, what?
Fuck.
It is danky.
What?
Oh.
You really blew that up.
Blow it up.
That's all right. It worked.
I'm going to comment on the Texans, and I'm going to get up, use the restroom. I'm giving them a down because the first 2 picks are great, but you trading up to get the guard is beyond me. Like, if you'd have just taken him where you were at, did you
that
think
trade up is weird?
Did you think the Niners were taking him? Like, I think that's such a weird thing.
I love that McDonald.
I love the McDonald pick.
Damn, I love that
I
McDonald.
love the McDonald pick,
and the Klein pick.
But after that, they're all whatever. I give it a down.
They're all whatever.
The Ramsey pick in the 5th round is not bad. I'm giving the Texans a down.
You know what? I kind of shadow that. Like, first 2 picks, I love them. Their other 2nd round pick, their 2 4th round picks, like, I don't know. Those kind of seem like misses to me.
No, dude, I think D'Amico's going to be able to make some serious work out of the guys that he drafted. 2 linebackers and a DT.
I'm talking about offensive linemen. He ain't doing nothing with them.
No, he's not. But I think that investing in that is a better move.
Well, sure, they needed that line help.
I really think
that's why Bradwidge was their number 1.
I honestly think, well, that's the thing that puts it like there for me. Like the fact that they had to trade. I think that guy would have just been there.
I think so too.
Yeah. So that one is a little odd to me. I like the positions of need. I like the guys that they got. I'm once again like a 2/3 or kind of thing. I'm not all the way there, but I'm not all the way up. I'm schmeh. Schmeh plus.
I do like Ramsey in the 5th round.
God damn it!
What'd you do?
Minus.
What'd you do? Down.
Yeah, I agreed with you.
You love the Rutledge pick, but do you love it where it's at? You said you like the play.
I like the player. I like the first 2 players.
But
maybe
do you love how they got to that?
I mean, I don't like I don't know if you needed the trade.
That's the reason why I wasn't a full thumbs up.
I'm not giving it's not gonna that just. Maybe he's there for you in that 2nd round pick area, but if that's the guy you needed in needing offensive line as much as you did, I probably go mid because I also do like Ramsey in the 5th for them.
I like how we're all different. That's the first one we've all been different on. Colts are up next.
The fucking Colts, man.
Allen.
They need fucking Daniel Jones to get right. I never thought I'd say that about a franchise, but like,
I mean, got to have your quarterback.
Balling with him, bro. Like,
I give the Colts I don't want to give them quite a full thumbs up, but I think they get like a 3/4.
You can give. I've given out 2 of those, so I'm absolutely okay with that.
I like the C.J. Allen. I like that Halsey was there in the 3rd round for him.
Where they got C.J. Allen is bonkers to me.
Not me. I don't.
No, you were lower on him the whole way through.
I like the Caden Curry in the 6th, and I like Seth McGowan and Deion Burks in the 7th. Your 5th and I like what you did. The linebacker in the 4th needs offensive line or defensive line guys in front of him to do their job. If he gets caught, he's done.
Yeah, he's not someone that's shedding blocks.
I don't really. Yeah, so I give it a
Farmer though. Not a bad.
Yeah,
pick.
I'm here.
I'll go across the board there. This is a harder draft again.
Yeah. I think there might have been other players available in spots that you could have got.
The only one that pops for me is C.J. Allen, but it's not a bad draft, so I gotta go.
Okay. So 2 across and 1 kind of middle up. I do like Jacksonville's this. It's the worst draft.
The worst.
It's the worst draft. You took 2 players in the top. Your 2nd, 3rd round pick that have no business being there. Your 3rd round pick's killer. After that,
Pregnon, I love that pick. I love that.
One of your 3rd round picks. You had 3 3rd round picks, and I think you hit 1.
Yeah, Pregnon's the only one that hit. You reached everyone.
That Husky pick could work out, dude. His name's Jalen Husky. He's not a Husky.
Okay.
Maryland Terrapin.
I mean,
I don't mind Williams out of Duke, like the wide receiver out of Baylor, but it's a 6th round pick. They're dart throws at the bottom part of that.
It's dart throws.
But I think the top 4 or the top 2 are. It's a draft that they're gonna have to work out. Like, these are not the names that were supposed to come out at this time.
When I look at this draft, though, not having a 1st round and looking at the top of your draft, the 2 top guys, like I'd take Pregnon above both of those guys, and you drafted him 3rd.
Correct. It's a down. It's the worst draft.
It
is.
I mean, we still got to see how it plays out, but that's the early grade.
It's very much down.
I give fucking Kansas City. I like the Emmett Johnson pick, and I like the Mason pick. I don't love the Woods pick, and I don't love that you trade up for Delane.
It looks like the talent is there. I like what they did as far as, dude, I don't think that first should have been Peter Woods, though. That could have been, honestly, McDonald. I know you went in the second behind, and I think that he's a better prospect than Peter Woods. That R. Mason Thomas is a hit, though. And they could have sat for Delane. I really think they could have sat for Delane.
And had another player at 3. You could have another starter in there.
I think
they didn't have a third.
I think that's
because they traded it.
A sneaky pick
for the Delane.
Garrett Nussmeier.
Man, getting Emmett Johnson
just to start the season.
Like, I like that.
I like that, and I like
Kennedy,
the Mason
like that safety. That's a position of need. That wasn't a bad value. Mason Thomas, we already talked about him. Peter Woods might be like a little down.
I'm like 2/3 up.
I think I'm up for the.
He's all the way up. Okay,
I'm not all the way.
We got a mid, a most of the way, and an all the way. So overall, that's one of the better drafts that we've given outside of like all the way ups.
Yeah, we had Browns and Panthers. We all loved.
We're all the way ups.
Yeah, all the way up.
I'm on a whole new level.
The Chargers draft is funky to me again.
I mean, Mesidor at 22 is great. Slaughter, I like.
It's crazy. I've seen people shitting on that pick, that Mesidor pick, and I'm like, you guys don't watch ball.
You didn't watch college football.
No, Mesidor's.
I saw his measurement or his age.
Age. He's a monster,
and that's why the guy I drafted in the second round didn't go in the first round because he's 25.
That's right. I know, but we'll get to the Raiders draft.
Brendan Thomas.
We'll skip over him.
Brendan Thompson and Travis Burke, 4th round, are both confusing picks to me.
Well, not the positions.
Not positions, but the players. Like, I thought you needed, like, there was other players there that you could have had in the 4th round. Mainly Jacoby Lane and Surratt were both there.
Their other 4th round pick, Smith, though, from Arizona, that was a good safety pick there.
I have a hard time.
A lot of people, I saw both sides
on
Thompson. He's like undersized as
4 offensive linemen.
Some people really liked him.
I really wish the Thompson pick would have been an offensive lineman.
They took 4 offensive linemen.
Yeah, but taking him in the 6th round isn't.
Anything.
I see no cornerbacks there. And I see no linebackers. I have a little issue with like position selection.
I'm like more 3/4 because the Brendan Thompson, Travis Burke make me.
I love the Mesidor pick and I like the Slaughter pick.
And I like the Genesis Smith pick at safety. I don't like those other 2. I think you could have went guard for sure.
I gotta at least give. I'm most of the way up. I'm not all the way up. Once again, this is my B, as it were. I'm right there.
All right. The Rams.
Down by
Downey. Best thing I've ever seen.
CJ Daniels is a great pick.
Did they really only have 5 picks?
Yeah. CJ Daniels in the at the 6 is amazing. 2nd round pick is the biggest confusion I don't even care about Ty Simpson. You could have went so many different ways in the 2nd round, and you went tight end. There were so many receivers.
Are so baffling.
Why wasn't Basil or somebody else there in the 2nd round?
Well, that's the biggest thing that it comes to mind for me is you run a lot of tight ends. I get it.
He's a clear
but
blocking
you had an injury to a tight end last year, and your tight end still played really well with the other guys you had.
You just drafted Ferguson.
You got a pack on your second back. I understand. Do you want the whole bag?
Maybe me, Chad.
One of these.
You're such a fuck.
Yeah, good for the Rams. I mean, love it.
Yeah. Given the amount that they had and what they did with this, you did not prepare for this year. I don't get it.
That being said, if Ty Simpson is the guy, then fuck us.
Right, sure, of course. No, if you get a quarterback, it's always
CJ Daniels is a sick receiver for them. But you could have had so many different players in the 2nd round than him.
Yeah, I think you should have probably went receiver over tight end in the 2nd round. They must really like Claire from Ohio State.
He's going to have to block his ass off is what he's going to have to do.
All right, the Miami Dolphins. First pick I don't like for them. I think he's better fit with a team that's going to be like stricter. We don't really know what the Dolphins' thing is. I thought that
we don't know if they're going to be strict now. How big of a change is the coach?
I thought Freeling would have been the better pick there anyways. I liked him way better as a tackle.
I did too. But Proctor's got the measurables.
That's measurables. He breaks the measurables. The man is a fucking Hulk.
And except he doesn't play all the time. He has weight problems.
Yeah, heavy feet.
Okay, listen to all of this. I understand. It depends, though. You cannot teach that size. Okay.
No, you can't teach size. But if he doesn't do it,
you can teach effort. You absolutely can.
I don't know if you can.
Shut the fuck up. You can't. How could you not? You teach effort every day.
If
you're an effort teacher.
Not if you don't do it in your 20s.
And yeah, you haven't done it at this point. And if your team struggles, what's going to be that push for you?
The thing is that, I think that he's not going to get pushed in Miami, and that's the problem.
Yes,
that's the problem.
Why we're bringing it up right now.
I think he's an animal. I think Chris Johnson's an animal. I think Jacob Rodriguez is an animal. I think this is a fucking really good draft, as crazy as that sounds for.
If Freeling would have been their first pick,
I love Jacob Rodriguez.
I think it would have won one of the best drafts. Dude, I think it would have won of the best.
I'm still here.
I'm
still here.
I'm not saying I'm not there yet. Jacob Rodriguez is amazing. Kyle Lewis next to him. That's going to be two great linebackers. We already know how much I love Chris Bell.
Yeah.
I still give it here. It would have been one of the best drafts if it would have been Freeling at 12 or another lineman. The Proctor pick at 12 makes me still give it a thumbs up, but it's from being an A++ if you want to get a grade.
I want to watch
just a regular A.
I want to watch Proctor run all over a motherfucker face, and you have to eat that one.
I bet I don't.
I bet you do.
In your rankings, where was Johnson at corner?
He was I liked Cease more than him, and I liked Terrell more than him. I saw that he was getting drafted higher. I wasn't as high on him. That's why I wasn't as high on him.
That's why I go mid. I like Rodriguez. I like Bell. Their first two picks were positions of need, but I thought there were players there that I'd rather have.
Yep. I agree.
Okay.
Minnesota.
Chuck's not as hard as on teams. It's me and you.
I disagree. I just think that that's not a fair assessment. I think I've been plenty hard on teams. I'm just enjoying the way that some.
Trevor's the hardest.
He's the hardest, the biggest, the largest.
Minnesota's a minus.
What did Minnesota do? God, that first pick just does not make fucking sense.
And the second pick?
And then
you didn't need a linebacker. He's a great linebacker.
Swung back and got another D tackle.
They needed two D tackles, though. They were replacing both their middle.
I don't know if they are. We'll have to look at their roster because it doesn't even have D tackle listed.
Well, both the guys that they had starting last year are not on the team. So, you might have someone that you brought in free agency, but he can't. It's not like he's automatically got that spot locked.
I love the Tillman pick in the third round, and I really like Jay Golday, but you didn't need a linebacker either. You needed other positions and didn't go get other positions. Where was a wide receiver?
Yeah, that kind of surprised me a little bit.
Where's the guard play?
Your offensive positions are late in the draft.
Yes.
Why didn't you have a dart throw quarterback? Why didn't they have a dart throw quarterback?
Not Kalen.
Not Kalen. Kyler? No, but so what? So the fuck what?
Kyler's going to play good this year, and then you're going to sign him to a big contract.
I'm okay with it.
And that'll be the down of the Vikings for years to come.
Whatever, dude. Sam Darnold's got a ring, so I'm not going to shit on reclamation projects.
Yeah, but Sam Darnold's a hard worker.
He is. He's a beast.
Kyler Murray is not.
That's also true. I hate that first pick. So is my most disliked first pick. Although maybe Folk, because of the way the Titans had to sneak back in to get him too. I have to go down on this one. You guys say I'm not hard enough. I don't like it.
Go hard.
Go hard. Go hard or stay home.
Yeah, I'm going down too. It's questionable middle because I mean it's still so early in the process, but just early on it doesn't look great. We'll see what happens.
This is another one with the Patriots where I really like your first two players.
Yep.
And then after that, I'm like, man, it's not a lot to be desired on. Like, I don't really know.
Agreed.
I don't really know how to feel. Like, I love Gabe Lucas. You got him, or Gabe Jackas from Illinois. I love him.
He seemed like a Patriot.
I love him. And
he seems like a perfect fit.
And Kayla Luma, those are two awesome
put him
picks.
there. Move Will Campbell.
Yeah. But after that, I'm just like...
You could even move maybe Campbell inside because you drafted... it's probably a little bit of a stretch, but...
Yeah, but I just don't know. I really don't... I don't know. I don't know if I want to go down because I like the first two picks so much. But after that, there's a lot less. I mean, you did get a tight end.
Dude, whatever.
You like that tight end?
Quintavious Hutchins. Let's go. Just for that name alone, you should get a thumbs up.
East-West Rambo.
Absolutely. Quintavious, dude. This motherfucker got a 14-letter first name. Hingle-McCringleberry. Dude.
I'm here with it, like, wavering on down instead of wavering
I'm
up.
going down. I'm going down. I like the first two picks, but that's...
Why'd you draft a quarterback? What, you had 3 7th-round picks at the back end of the 7th round.
Well, at that point, you're just throwing darts.
A big Jam Miller.
I mean, 7th-round pick, that's actually not a bad pick.
Yeah, I don't mind that. 3 7th rounds when you took a quarterback, that's fine.
Yeah, some have the philosophy that you should draft a quarterback every year just because of
the Eagles, which we were talking about earlier. Dude, I'm giving this one a down. I like Caleb Lomo, and I don't mind Yakis, but the rest of that doesn't speak to me at all.
I just like the first two picks so much that I couldn't quite go down.
All it takes is 2 picks.
The Saints
Turn around and tell him that.
2 picks.
2 picks.
to give it a middle.
They giving him with 14 picks or whatever the fuck they had.
They had a lot of picks.
I didn't mind the tight end pick at 3rd. It wasn't my favorite pick.
Okay,
But
all right, no, continue.
New Orleans, I'm going to go sideways. I think Jordan Tyson has to be a stud, and Christian Miller can. Delp's all right. After that, I think you had a couple, like, maybe more up than all the way middle, but where's your edge? Again, these tight ends went way too much. Like, where's your edge in the 3rd round? Like, why do you take the kid from, like, Penn State? Like, is Cam Jordan coming back? Even if he's coming back.
You got to sign another edge in free agency for this draft to make sense.
That's why I'm here, because the first 2 picks are really good, but you could have went edge there at 3. And anywhere else edge. Like, I do like the guard from Auburn at 4. I do like that. The tight end right there where there could have been an edge is really the question mark here. And that's why I can go here. I can't go up. Because the first 2 picks are good.
Man, I'm almost up on this, but I will also go mid.
Me too.
I do like what they picked for where
If you could have turned one of those wide receivers, you drafted 3 wide receivers. One of those should have been an edge.
Yeah, even if Lance would have been edge.
Period. No, you did not need 3 wide receivers in this draft. Kellen Moore might have been in that GM's ear a little too much. I think that's a little tough on the team building. So I'm not against their draft, but I'm not super positive.
I'm not so down on the 3 wide receivers, though. You want to make that offense easier for your quarterback. You got that quarterback. You want him to grow as much as you can.
Sure, but you also need to stop the other quarterback.
I mean, but you play in the NFC South, so who knows?
Are you giving him? What'd you give him, Trev? Are you still arguing your point?
I'm going mid.
New York Giants are next. Thumbs up. Arvell Reese, Francis Magua, Colton Hood, Malachi Fields are your first 4 picks.
It's a thumbs
That's
up.
bonkers. Yeah,
it's massive. Great team building.
First 3
for
picks
having 7 picks.
Yeah.
Your back 3, who cares? Because those are late in the draft. Those are projection projects anyway. So.
And the first 3 are amazing.
Yeah. Thumbs up, Giants.
Yeah.
Who's making those picks, though? Is that Shane or is that Harbaugh?
It's Harbaugh.
Save your job, Shane. Save your job. I still maintain
there's a chance he's still out.
So the fucking Hard Knocks is coming to Seattle, which is going to be rad.
Woo!
The single best piece of media I've ever watched in my life.
Saquon Barkley bullshit.
Yes.
Hard Knocks offseason.
Yep. Was the Giants.
Wish they would keep doing that.
Oh my God. After that, there's no way. It was the best thing I've ever seen in my life. I was glued to the television. Like,
The New York Jets are next. I got to give both New York teams a thumbs up, even though that I don't love the Sadiq because I don't love the fit.
But I
love everything else.
Having those
other than Klubnik, I feel sorry for him too.
I feel so bad for that guy.
But I
was going to bring him up earlier.
But I do love the back end with Payne and Cooper.
Payne getting him in the 7th. I thought that was a really good pick too.
I give the Jets a thumbs up. Like coming back for Cooper and Bonds, and then Jackson, and then you got Cooper again from Miami, the guard.
Good drafts. Still might not matter.
Only team we've seen with all needs met. With all green.
There was none before that?
Nope. They all had different areas where they were not
missing at least one.
Some of it's wrong because they misclassify the offensive lineman.
There could be that too. And I understand taking prospect or best available player. There's different draft strategies. Obviously.
There's so many guys that get drafted on the offensive line that's going to convert to another offensive line position.
It is this for prospect. Yes. Unfortunately, I think the head office and the coaching staff is going to let these youngins down. David Bailey, go kill a motherfucker or two. He's going to be bad in this league for sure.
Can the Jets be better than the Dolphins?
They should be.
Coaching's going to be a big part in that.
Absolutely.
But that's what you're playing for at this point.
I think the Jets should we'll see when we get into
You're not going to be the Bills
rankings.
Or, the Patriots.
I wouldn't think
you're
so.
Not good enough.
That Miami squad is so bad, and it's going to be bad for a while.
The Philadelphia Eagles, I'm giving them this. We talked about the Mekhi Lemon thing. I like Stowers as a tight end. Bell's a big ass. Tackle. You went quarterback in the 5th. You have a lot of 5th and 7th round picks after that. So it's just here for me. I can't give them up. And
they got your boy Ugar Benyard out of Nigeria. They were the one who they drafted him.
Yeah, no, I liked. He's definitely developmental. That's why he's 7th round. But
whatever. Diego Pavia was 2nd in Heisman voting and didn't get drafted, and a guy who's never played football just got a 7th round pick.
Well, I mean,
Diego Pavia should have been drafted.
No, never. No, not competitively, not in any form or
he just played
Diego Pavia should have never been drafted in this draft. I'm a better quarterback than Diego Pavia.
Shut the fuck up, Downey. There's a lot of... I will not... That is disrespect. Diego Pavia, is a good quarterback.
Diego Pavia is a disrespectful person, and I have no thing towards him. I will never root for that person ever in my life.
You don't have to.
And he's not a good quarterback.
But what he did at Vanderbilt is way better than anything you've ever done collegiately at fucking quarterback.
That's fine. I'm a better person than he is.
That's a different argument. Yeah. OJ killed 2 people. He's a better running back than you are.
Yeah, he might have been. We don't know.
Oh, my God.
And we don't know the deal.
Oh, my God.
Vanderbilt never gave me a shot, so I don't know what to say.
I'm very happy that it's a sideways thumb for Howie Roseman.
Oh, my Lord.
It is very weird that it is a sideways thumb for Howie Roseman.
Other than Lemon, dude, I'm pretty down on this draft. I don't know. I
think Bell's, they needed that position.
I get the Stowers and Bell picks.
I understand them. I understand them.
Stowers makes sense, too, yeah.
They're good, and the Stowers are good tight end. He's the 2nd best tight end on my board, I think.
That is,
I think
he was on.
Yeah, he was.
And to get him before the massive run at 22nd in the 2nd round, because I think there was it 19 or 20 total tight ends ever drafted? I mean, it reset the record.
Which was so weird.
I agree. And once again, a draft that wasn't supposed to be tight end heavy.
I went sideways.
I do.
All three.
I have to give it that.
All 3. All right, moving on to the Pittsburgh Steelers. I'm gonna give the Steelers thumbs up. I really like what they did.
I love the
offensive
first
tackle
4 picks.
And receiver Bernard's a great pick. I love
5 actually.
Allard 5. Allard is that's where Allard needs to go.
Yeah, I agree. I dislike how much I like this draft.
Dylan Everett's a great corner, and Dunker in the 3rd round. We already talked about that. How in the hell he fell to 32 in the 2nd round.
Dude, I have to give this draft right here because they captured – this is something that not a lot of drafts do. They were able to balance sure prospects and questionable prospects.
And I love that and the only – see, here, look at your green shit. Dunker's not a tackle. Dunker's a guard. So this is one of the explanations of that everybody's not
That's true. He should be all – they should be all –
And I love the kid that they took from Navy. at the running back in the 7th round. That kid's going to start and he'll be a weapon for them.
He's not going to start.
He'll be a weapon.
Okay.
He's going to be a
But
rotational
they still
player.
have Jalen Warren and fucking, who is the second back that they had? Caleb Johnson. He's going to have to compete with.
I don't think Caleb Johnson competes.
No
they didn't
way.
They didn't
Get
like
the
him.
fuck-
All
well,
the
he
rumors.
fucked up in his.
He was not good for them. There was rumors.
He was bad last season.
Yeah. I think that the kid competes for not a starting role, but at least a
rotational.
role.
Okay.
I like Eli though, man. I do too.
It's a good story. It's a very good story.
We all gave him
a thumbs up. No, Trev just
I'm
sat
there
down.
too. They took the tackle I wanted. I like the wide receiver in the second. Drew Auer, I think, has the biggest upside of the quarterbacks later on. Everett, not bad. He's got the speed. His game needs a little work.
Yep.
Donker getting him there. Yeah. I like most of this draft.
So we were all
Pittsburgh
thumbs up.
was
All thumbs up.
a win.
Yep.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Got to skip a couple teams.
Yeah, then we got to go to Tampa Bay. I'm going in the middle. I love Ruben and I love Keon Scott. I do not like
I didn't like the Trotter
I
pick
do not like that pick. Dude, when
I
there's
felt like he was a 3rd or 4th rounder.
Dude, when Golday and Anthony Hill are still there.
Yeah.
And I think where did Rodriguez went right before that, right?
I think so.
Which probably started the run on the linebacker.
There is no way Trotter goes above Anthony Hill and or Golday. That's a big miss. The Ted Hurst wide receiver, I'm like, eh. The Keon Scott pick, I love. I'm having a hard time not going thumbs down with this draft. I'm going to stay here because I love the Bain and Scott picks so much.
Yeah, I give him a mid as well. It's close, though.
I definitely can't give him an up, and I can't give him a down.
The Bain pick doesn't allow
There's
you
too
to
much.
give it down.
There's more than enough good in this draft.
Correct. The Titans.
Dude, I don't know how I feel about this fucking draft.
Love-
and they had so much to do.
Love Anthony Hill in the 2nd round. Love Nicholas Singleton in the 5th round.
I love that pick.
Dude.
Yes, no.
We all wanted him.
Love
And,
Pack-
him and Katron Allen went
both
on.
fell.
Yeah, right around the 4th, 5th round. Yeah.
Love that Pat Coogan, the center. The Cardinal Tate and Kendrick full pick, especially the full pick. I can live with the Tate
Trading
pick.
back in for him.
The Cardinal Tate pick makes me not give you a thumbs up, for sure. The Anthony Hill pick, it might be one of my favorite picks for that team because of coach. I'm only going here because
I didn't know they got Singleton. I'm actually seeing that for the first. That's
he's
some nasty work, but it doesn't put it over the top when you had the 4th overall pick and you traded back in for the 31st.
Yeah, I'm only
if you
here.
have those, I should be here. I'm not. I'm here. I think you should have gone Sonny Styles. I love the Anthony Hill pick that you said to make up for that for not getting Styles necessarily.
Correct. But you could have used. You could have not.
You have a
traded-
defensive-minded coach, and you draft a wide receiver too.
Well, it's the wide receiver.
I think the only reason I give a mid grade is because I wasn't as high on Folk. But if Saleh can make him the guy, then
it's a good.
It's a good draft.
Yeah.
Dude, I love the Commanders draft for what they had.
I do too. I thought
I'm going to come out and I'm going to say it's this.
I'm not. I love Sonny Styles and I love K.
I love those first fucking 4 picks, and then grabbing a center, why not? And then the dart throw on the back end of a quarterback who can.
I can't give it a down because I can't give it an up because you have a 1st, a 3rd, and a 5th. The 5th. And I like the 6th round pick. The 5th round pick is just an edge. The 3rd round pick could have been better, I think. So I'm only here. You didn't have a 2nd. I'm here, and there was no 4th. So I'm here. I don't love the 3rd round pick, which makes me not be able to give it up.
I'm almost here just because of where they picked. Because they're kind of limited, and I like some of the picks. But I go.
You can go 2/3. We've given out some 2/3. We've given out a 2/3.
I've
given out like 3 or 4 of them.
You know what time it is?
It's Super Bowl champ explanation
fandom time.
Fandom.
Charlie, let's start.
Charlie's going to go 1 because he went 32nd.
Well, Charlie's going to go first. Can we give our ratings and then you give yours?
Well, of course. Yes. Okay. Absolutely.
I absolutely think they did a great job with the first 3 picks, 4 picks. The 6th pick seems like that. The receiver kid seems like he's, what's his name? Just kind of 2.0, the one you already have.
Horton?
No, the returner.
Shaheed?
Yeah, he seems like another Shaheed. I love the first 3 picks, and then you at the 7th round, you just get in fillers with a couple corners and a 7th. The first 4 picks, I think, are really, really good. Running back, safety, corner, and guard.
For me, I give him a mid. I like Pierce or Price, and I like Clark.
Oh, yeah, I give it up.
Neal, I don't know. He fits the prototype, but I'm not as convinced as the Seahawks were for him right there. Stevens, I like that pick, and then 6th, 7th round. What do we know?
Yeah, I'm more 2-3, 2-3 because it's hard with like you said, you have a 1st and 2nd, 3rd, but then after that 5, 6, and 7. Even though I love 5, so I'm like 3/4 thumb, 3/4 thumb,
2/3, 3/4,
2/3. I'm 3/4.
I mean that's 2/3.
2/3 in that area.
Okay,
let's go Seattle.
All right, honesty, bring it out. 2/3. It's a 2/3 up. The only thing that we didn't address was edge. We needed an edge.
And I thought that's why I thought the receiver at 4 could have been edge.
Right. No, agreed. Because there were a lot still left on the board. And the guy that we got is a fucking speedster.
He is the 4th pick. He is a speedster.
6th round.
Yeah.
No, okay. So,
again, it's so much projection there.
Oh, absolutely. And like Jadarian Price, man, the stick it and pick it, that's crazy to me right there at 3-2.
I give him because you had the huevos to do it.
Sure.
Because that's the biggest need, dude. And that is the second best fact.
If he wasn't sitting behind Jeremiah Love, he starts on any other fucking squad.
Correct.
So, I mean, really, realistically, yeah, right? No kidding. That you got a loyal dude who wants to finish out his degree, stay there. He was chasing God and bigger things.
Well, friends with Love, too. That relationship worked well for both of them.
That Bud Clark pick. He's a dog, bro.
Yeah, I wanted him.
He's going to be a bad man. Julian Neal, he's a dog. That's a great pick. That Bo Stevens pick, I love that because we've got to upgrade Anthony Bradford. And guards go right about that range. Actually, even we got him deeper than we probably should have. He probably should have been like a 4th round
I felt like
pick.
tight ends got pushed up and guards got dropped
Absolutely.
down.
Absolutely. If you look at the numbers, that's 100%. We generated 4 picks out of this draft, boys. We only had 4 going into the weekend, and we stuck and picked with our first 2. We only shook below the 3rd round. We didn't trade any crazy equity. Now, that's why we have dart throws at the back of our cornerbacks and our those last 3 guys.
That's what you're going to have.
Yeah, right. But the fact that we got something to build out is great. And we didn't have to sacrifice. 1 and 2 are great. I'm still at 3/4. I want to give it a full thumbs up, but that'd be a homer. I'm gonna stay with the 3/4, B+.
Start the Niners for us.
Okay.
Bring it.
Let me make sure I get my collected thoughts and I
collect them thoughts, bro.
There are parts of this draft that make a lot of sense to me. And then there's parts of this draft that I don't understand. Yes, that's the part. That's the part. Stribling with what was left on the board receiver-wise is an odd pull. If that's what the Niners prefer, then... But he was 3 or 4 behind in rankings on the Boston is still there. They had some other dudes that were on the board that were a little bit more proven.
The Brazel to the Niners there, if you were going to go explosive, Brazel's just as explosive and bigger. That's
So Kalen Black at running back in the 3rd round right there is just weird. That's such a Niners pick, and you'll explain it. It is. But the rest of the draft below it makes sense to me, dude. Going and getting Halton. I got to give it a 3/4. I got to give it a 3/4. It's not that they traded back. They got more equity. They didn't play this draft incorrectly. I just feel like there were.
No, I'm not going to overstep. I just pointing out, started with 6 picks, moved to 8 picks, got an extra pick for next year.
Sure. No, excellent. Once again, which should play into the success of this draft. I think it does.
Traded down, did trade up.
I'm not. I can't give it full thumbs up, but I can't give it a mid either. It's the same. I'll give it the same grade as I did the Seahawks. As crazy as that is.
The only pick I like is the height pick.
Oh.
The Halton pick, D tackle's not bad.
So your thumbs down. That's a thumbs down.
That's what it sounds like.
The Bryce Scott pick, cornerback, I understand size there. That might work. The Stribling and Black pick, whether I like them,
are befuddling
to me. Black was I don't even know if I don't remember when Coleman got taken.
Patron Allen is still there.
There's a lot more.
Singleton is still there.
There's a lot more running backs.
Where was Mike? Did you take
Nope,
Washington off the
round.
board? So Mike Washington Jr. was still there.
Yep.
Yeah.
A lot of people were still there. That's like I like the player, but not there. The Stripling pick, I definitely don't like there. Like there was way more receivers I liked on the board. I'm definitely a thumbs down. The Niners do stuff differently. I thought the positions and needs were taking, but the Black and Stripling give me a thumbs down. Height I loved. I thought that's an amazing pick, and I like the Halton pick from D tackle. I don't understand the receiver and running back. Hey, maybe they pop. Maybe something happens. Is Black any different than Guerrero?
Yes. Ginormously.
So.
Isaac Guerrero is a fucking
different.
6'3" like monster.
Right, and then but Black's got no speed.
But he's a little 5'10". No, he's a jittery he's Black is he's not a through the guards. He's a zone guy.
I don't think so.
I
don't agree with either of the picks of wide receiver or running back. Whether the position and need I agree with at those spots, it's the players that.
And let's see what Stone Cold Kittle has to say.
I mean, this is probably going to sound like a fandom.
It is. This.
Stribling, yes, the Niners are one of the teams that probably make a lot of more reaches than a lot of other teams because our board is very different. And
it's almost like they don't need the draft. It's so weird. You look at their shit and you're like, who did they draft good? And they're still...
But I don't know if they have a lot of drafts.
We have to let the Niner fan talk.
I mean, we talked about this when we came to the mocks, though, of how everyone has a different kind of rankings and how the players aren't going to be there. And yes, when we're looking at, consistent group thought, the Niners are down close to probably where the Jaguars were in a lot of reaches for the positions that people will say. I like this draft. Stribling.
I gave them a positive grade. He gave them a straight down. I gave him a positive grade.
Stribling.
I go off my board.
Was
You're
one of
allowed
our.
To do and think how you feel.
Yeah, I mean, maybe it's just hope being at the beginning of the year and being the draft, but Stribling was one of our 16 players that we gave a gold helmet to that fit all the criteria that we wanted, and that's why we took him instead of trading back there. And I think people are underestimating his play time for the Niners because of Kirk and Evans and Pearsall, but all those guys have been hurt recently. So I think he's actually going to be in the mix. And wide receivers won the offensive rookie of the year the last 3 years, and I think he's actually in the mix for that because of some of the other receivers drafted before him and some of the teams that they went to. But
where's your thumb? Give me a thumb. Give me a thumb, Trev.
I mean, honestly, I like the drafts. I'm behind my players, but I still give it a mid because I know there's reaches there.
I gave the Niners
Height
the best grade. I appreciate you.
Was the only player that I had on my pre-draft board. Zach actually had him and Black.
I did.
But
I had Black in the 5th or 6th round, though.
What stands out to me in the Niners draft is those first 4 picks. Older players, tougher players that I feel like fit the team. What's the word? The
feng shui matches.
Not the feng shui per se, but the culture. The culture is the word I was looking
brother,
for.
That's what it's all about. It is an ultimate team game.
A lot of teams take reaches and values are different in where you see them, but I feel the Niners, more than a lot of teams, draft for style, and not just style, but having Shanahan gives me a little bit of more confidence in how he's going to use them. So I think the fit is actually better than a lot of teams like the Jets just taking a guy that's talented that might not fit the offense.
We got it.
That's all I'm saying.
Let's hear from the silver and black over there.
Just real quick though, Height and Hamilton, pass rush specialist. That's going to be their. That's what they should contribute to the team. Stribling's also obviously going to be the guy that gets probably the more snaps. Black, we'll see. I don't know. We always draft a running back. He's tough. We got a lot of older, tougher players, so that kind of fits what we like. Everything after the Hamilton, though, I feel like those are more developmental guys that we just every one of these guys had a high athletic score, other than the tackle from Washington who might even play guard for us.
Kick him in.
But I also like having a lot of no picks past the 5th round. We had a nice middle, I think, of players that might have been slightly overdrafted. Go ahead. 2 thumbs up.
Kill the offseason. Kill in the draft. Spytech, you're doing it.
Wait, hold on. Weren't we supposed to give grades first?
Oh, yeah. Go for it. Sorry.
No, not at all. We pitched it to you, so you just ran with it. I love that you're a double thumbs up and then some. 1.1. You guys drafted the first prospect? Wow. Fernando. Come on. I love that. It's a good pick.
Fernando.
Yeah.
Grayson said, "Who made that song? Who does that song?" I said, "What song?" It was a Fernando song.
I was like,
I said, "I made it up."
Downey's.
He goes, "No, you didn't." I said, "Bud,
damn right.
I made that up."
Damn right I did. Okay.
A new page.
Dude, I love that Mike Washington pick in the 4th round. Just Gerard McCoy.
That's the other thing. You get in the back like that.
Your safety in the 2nd round is the only thing that I'm like, huh? A little head scratching.
I think he's the best.
Do you think he's a dog?
I think he's the 3rd best safety because Dylan Thieman's a little bit. I think he's like Caleb Downs 2.0 with playing all the positions. The reason he didn't go in the 1st round is because he's 25.
Yeah.
He was the same as the Mesidor thing.
Sure.
Okay, everybody knew Fernando was number 1.
Yeah.
Stukes at number 2. Like,
that's what I'm saying. I
don't know. I like you drafted both of the safeties from Arizona, though, because they already know how to play next to each other.
All right. Yep. I will say, overall, I am here, which is crazy because I didn't even give my team that. But you had enough picks and you executed what you needed to, and you didn't reach. You, in fact, got value,
correct,
which always puts a draft up for me.
I also give the thumbs up. Like,
so technically, 4 thumbs up.
I'm a little bit iffy on the Crawford pick.
That'd be the one pick that I'm more iffy on.
But McCoy, the value is there.
But
I understand taking that flyer.
Crawford's the kid that only played 5 years of football.
Dude, that Washington.
So that's why I give it more of a thumbs up. Now, I didn't know that.
Washington
He's only played 5 years
Jr.
of
is
football,
going to run so fucking hard.
Yeah, I love pairing him
that
with
guy
JT.
is a brute.
I like Zoom, too, as an offensive lineman.
Like, sometimes
him a lot
he's
to
going to
my
be a guard.
team.
Sometimes you go into games and you're like, all right, dude, we got to get RB1 out, and then RB2 is going to be much easier to tackle. Like, they're going to go into this, and if Washington plays as angry as he can, he's a bigger Pacheco, dude. Like, he is
he's also 4.33 40.
Dude, I know. He just can't catch. He's got no catching, and so that limits his ability, as it were. But, like, pure runner, he's a fucking monster. Like, and where you got him. Oh, well.
Yeah, no, we talked about, there was a couple players that I had questions about, but overall, still with with as many picks as you had and as late as you got some of those guys, it's a win.
Yeah, I give it double thumbs up.
Double thumbs.
The first double thumbs of the ranking.
The Stukes. I would say, and not just fandom wise, with my draft stuff, I would say that Giants, Browns are up there. Jets got to be up there, but we have to be up there too as one of the top 2 to 3 drafts, if not the best. Mendoza, obviously, franchise quarterback. I said at draft day at Chuck's house, in the one draft with Caleb and all those guys, I put him behind Caleb and Drake for talent. He's bigger than Jaden, but Jaden at that point I would have taken higher. But he's got a better head on his shoulders than all 3 of them.
He's 100%, a worker, dude.
And
he's a worker.
He reminds me of. Don't say
Peyton Manning.
I was going to say
Peyton Manning. I know.
I just want to agree with his in-room. Above the shoulders, though, is better than those.
First one in, last one out, and that's been recorded his entire football career.
And then when you hear the other players talk Black, and then we signed Hemby as an undrafted rookie. Praise him so much for what he did for them in their careers and how much he does for them. The Sooks pick, I love McDonald. If we had taken McDonald there, I'd have been 3 thumbs up. I'd have taken my shoes off. Well, give me one sec, Trev. I love Stooks. Stooks is the first defensive back we have that's been a playmaker in who knows how many years. We have not had a playmaking defensive back at the safety or cornerback position in years.
Yeah,
he's the first ball hawking one we have
since Woodson. Woodson.
We did have what's his name before he went to the Eagles. Yeah, he's a ball hawker. The Crawford pick, I understand more now that I look at it. He's only a 5-year football player. He played basketball all the way through high school, and then somebody's like, "Hey, come play football his senior year." Worked his way up from Arkansas State to Auburn. So he's only continuing to grow. Zuhan is the perfect guard pick. Our offensive line now is probably set with him at the left guard. McCoy, if he ends up playing, we got 2 first-round picks and kept Crosby. This is the pick that could have been 14. Give me one sec, Trev. Mike Washington, 1-2 punch. It should be. That's a home run pick. Even after that, the 2 5s and the 6. Massis is a tall receiver, or tall corner. He should have been projected here. He could start. He needs a lot of work in tackling, but size-wise, he's good. Johnson is our strong safety backup to Chin. Now, if he has to start, you have 2 safeties that have played together, understand the exact same language, and Malik Benson being left here at the 6th round, I think, was insane for the speed that he shows as a 4, like sub-3, 4.32, 4.35. Special teams plus, I mean, I don't need to run around if he's that fast with other guys. Just throw the ball deep. So go for it, boys.
My one gripe would be, I would think a wide receiver would be higher on the list.
Well, we did take Beck in the 2nd round last year and Thornton, and with no developmental, you can't judge them last year. They weren't allowed to play. We went and got Lockhart and other people that didn't do anything for our team. We were not allowed. They weren't allowed to play. So with Beck being a 2nd round pick last year and Thornton being a 4th round pick, getting Naylor fits that.
Comfortable enough with that.
I want to see Beck play.
I thought Beck was liked another guy in that mix.
I thought Beck was a great pick last year.
I think they're about to play a really tight West Coast offense, and they need maybe one field stretcher. The rest of that shit's about to happen with drags and
we have the fastest.
Overs.
We might have the fastest wide receiver group now with Naylor, Benson. And you're TJ Tucker and Thornton,
so they're going to draw the secondary back, and they're going to fucking pound the rock, and you're going to pound the rock.
You have Brock Bowers
and play action. Mayer. You're going to run a West Coast offense. You're Clint Kubiak West Coast offense.
It's Jack Beach has got to step up.
No,
you have Bowers over the middle. Beach has got to step up because now you have all burners: Trey Tucker, Naylor, burners, Benson, burner.
Yeah. DeAndre Thornton,
burner. Yeah. All sub 4.40s.
Sure. Yeah. No, I do get it. Like. This is technically good team building there, Raiders.
Jack Beach is the key component to this. Beck is the key component to this team. If he is a good receiver in the 2nd round, like what I thought he would be he's a big.
Real quick, to wrap it up. Real quick question.
Shoot.
Who starts week 1, Mendoza or Cousins?
I think Mendoza ends up picking up the offense fast enough and starts. And then I hope we sign Kirk Cousins for the next 2 years after that and just let him sit and be the guy that just keeps Mendoza on point.
So you're okay with the money that's got to go to Cousins to keep?
If he keeps,
quality backups
are
low value when you have that rookie quarterback
and the same kind of person.
Yeah,
both nerds, complete nerds. Fernando is I'm so jacked that we got him.
So for everybody who's listening who doesn't have our 3 teams as your team, let us know how you feel about your draft. We're going to be moving forward. We're going to have some rookie mini camp. We're going to have fucking off-season workouts. Like, we go into
a lot's on the way.
Kind of quiets down as well, though.
Sure.
The only thing you don't want to hear out of the next few months is injuries, right?
Yes.
It's the only thing you don't want to hear. You want to hear about contracts coming in. You want to hear about team bonding, and you don't want to hear anything about injuries. But we're going to have fucking NBA playoffs. We didn't touch on NHL. It's going to get crazy.
It's already crazy.
Yeah, there you go. So we're going to give you some NHL love and some MLB love coming into its own as the NFL, I won't say tapers off, but quiets down.
Check us out on Instagram, Spotify,
Buzzsprouts, YouTube, X, Instagram for all of the cans. We everywhere. We're going to be back.